we gonna switch things up.
Right. First, what's popping? What's going on with y'all, man? I'm in the studio with my man Reek. I actually got my son over here. He probably scared to step into the screen, and I got my little, you know, one of the kids that come on over here, Drew. Don't hide. Got my man Drew in the buildings. Tall Drew.
And we really here.
What's popping?
We not in a split screen. It may look like it, but we really here.
Yeah, we in the building, man. We in the building. What's going on with y'all, man? We got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. We're waiting for some people to get in here in the video chat. I'm trying to find the camera because, you know, I got a different setup right now. Trying to find the camera. But, you know, what's so funny? What's so funny over there? My man came on the screen with a Mickey Mouse shirt on. You already
That's hip-hop.
With a Mickey Mouse shirt on. You already know how that is. Yeah, I had E on here the other day.
For real?
E's a fool.
Eric
is a fool. He remind me of the way Jadakiss was last night. Yo,
I thought Jada was gonna fall out of his seat.
Yo, Jada was. He made the show though.
Yeah, he did. Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Jada made the show though, like, and then now they got the little. I don't know if it's a meme. They got the little video. You know, talk about Jada drunk, right? Hashtag Jada drunk. You know what I'm saying? And when you, let me see if I can find it.
Hey, Jada was looking like the drunk uncle. You know, you know how the drunk uncle when you like. I really love you. You know, you my mans.
Yeah.
Like, get up off of me, dude.
Yo, hey, Joe. Somebody just asked me, is that the son that didn't play defense? No,
yes,
that's the son that didn't play defense, without a doubt. Hey, that's the son that didn't play defense. No defense.
Hey, you wasn't there that weekend. Joe played for me. Joe shot the ball probably about 50 times. And the ref was like, he don't play for you, do he? Because he ain't playing no defense.
That whole squad that I had, Joe, Devin, who else was on the team? Felix, Malik.
Cam? Was Cam on that team?
No, Cam wasn't on that team.
He wasn't on that team yet?
Tyron played no defense. Julian played some defense. Felix played some defense. Joe didn't play none.
I played defense. I could play defense.
So you've never played defense in your life?
Joe grabbed, he held.
The only way you play defense, he grabbed me by your shirt. You don't get caught. Grabbing the shorts.
And he's not going to the basket. He's just shooting.
I'll still drop 20. It don't matter. This why I ain't coming this job.
See, look at that. Hey, Gregory Castillo. That was Gregory Castillo. Yo, you chased him out. He don't want to face up to it. He played no defense. I got my man Guillermo here. Guillermo, what's popping, man? What's going on with you? Hold on, I don't got you. Let me get you unmuted first. Get you up here. All right, what's going on, Guillermo?
Chilling, man. Working, bro. How you doing, man?
I'm good. I got my man Reek here in the house. My son is in the building. Andrew's in the building.
That's the one that doesn't play defense?
What'd you say?
That's the one that doesn't play defense?
That's the one that don't play defense. That's the only son I got. It's the only son I got. So yeah, it's the one that don't play defense. It's the only son I got. Got no other son. Yeah. Andrew just can't play ball, but Andrew just can't play ball. But yo, looking back at that battle, man, Jadakiss, fabulous.
Dogs, everybody said Jadakiss destroyed him, man. Everybody's saying it was a bloodbath, man.
It was.
I mean,
tough, man.
I mean, Jada did, man. You know, Fab was just too...
Fab was just too cool.
Exactly.
And that's what I was about to say. But that's who Fab is.
Cool. Right.
Yeah. Fab like the dude. Fab's like the dude that you go in and you take his girl and he be like, "Oh, I'm just gonna sit over here and chill."
He's like, gonna get another one. Yeah.
The only time Fab really stepped up is when he was talking about Black Rob.
Yeah.
Right. And he was like, "That's Black Rob's song. That's Black Rob's song. That's Black Rob's song." That's the only time he really stepped up and said anything other than that. Oh, and he said, "Nah, you can't use Big." That surprised me.
Yeah.
That Jadakiss wrote I mean, I knew that Diddy didn't write his own verse.
But I didn't know that he wrote Diddy's verse. I thought that Big did.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought Biggie wrote the verse. But Jada tried to cheat. The whole time he's like, yo, talk about Fab. Yo, he cheating. They cheating over there. They cheating. This man used Diddy's verse twice. Yeah, he wrote it, but he used it twice.
I don't think Jada knew where he was. He was fried.
Done.
He's a drunken master, man.
He was just fried.
He was done.
He was hit. Fab was too, though. You could tell Fab was, but he was just like he like a cool drunk.
Yeah, not like Jada though. I mean, I'm gonna show you this video. Just yeah. Hold on, let me bring this over here. Let me bring this over here. This was
look at Gilly with the smileys.
Oh, let me get it up here. Yo, I was dying. Yo, this was Jada. I know you guys probably seen this earlier today, right? This is Jada. This is how drunk he was, man. Jada drunk. That's what they called it. Jada drunk.
Yo, tell me that don't look like the drunk uncle from the cookout though.
Look like E.
Dude look like E.
He look just like
Shout out to E.
Where E at?
Shout out to Money Bags on Instagram.
I seen a hashtag. It said when you trying to get into the club and they pat you down and your song come on.
You already hit before you get there.
Exactly. It's crazy, yo. It's crazy. You look like the yellow Kool-Aid man.
Hey, yo, it looked like you remember when the Bears won the Super when the Bears had that commercial. They were dancing in the commercial.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh man, why they do this to Jada?
Oh no, Jada, yo, that's out there forever too. We ain't going nowhere. That's out there forever.
Terrible, man.
That's out there forever.
I need that gift. I need that gift.
That joke funny as a bug.
That might replace the Jordan smiley.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That might replace the Jordan smiley.
That's crazy.
You know the funniest thing about Jada? He still took it light on dude, man. Jada still has some more time to say, man.
That's a really good one.
I don't know. That's a funny one, man.
Wow.
That's a funny one, Jada. But you know that's his personality, man. If you follow him on Instagram and you follow him on Twitter, wherever it is, that's how he is, man. It's, funny dude. But all right, let's get into some stuff, man. We gotta talk about tonight. First thing I want to say is this: everybody's out there listening, everybody's paying attention. I know things have died down a little bit, right? Things have died down a little bit, but y'all got to keep the pressure on, man. Yeah. And the pressure might not be going out there and walking the streets. The pressure might be, you finding out what you can do in your community. I just want to put that out there real quick. You got to keep it on. Find out what you can do in your community. You know what I'm saying? If it's mentoring somebody like Andrew, this kid Andrew right here was a knucklehead. He was in Boys and Girls Club with me. Now, I'm going to tell the whole story. Andrew was in Boys and Girls Club with me every day after school. I had him in my office, face against the wall, because he was in trouble. Dead ass. I'm serious. Dead ass. I'm serious. Kid was in trouble.
What?
Yo, we had another kid like that named Jordan. You remember the light-skinned kid, Jordan?
Yeah. But you know what? Now he's a banker. See what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not saying it's me. He had the wherewithal to do it himself, but everybody needs somebody in their life, man. You need mentors out there. You need, all kinds of people out there. So, find out what's going on in your community. Find out where you fit in and what you could do. You know what I'm saying? To continue help making change, because the change is with us as well as with them. You know what I mean? There's certain things we got to do with ourselves. So I just want to put that out there. You know what I mean? And, Andrew, I don't know. You could attest to that. You got something you want to say? Yeah, get in there, Andrew.
Yeah, I just want to say.
Hold on. Let me get you over here. You got to bend down something because you're not on the screen. You got to bend. There you go. There we go. Go ahead, Drew.
All right, I just want to say thank you for everything.
Well, that's not what I was
saying?
But yeah, all right.
Get my appreciation out first, but it all starts small. You know, even the smallest things out in the community can help. Just seeing kids outside, you could take them to the basketball court, take them to the playground, anything. You know what I'm saying? Just be fun.
That's it.
Well, talk about what we did this weekend. Like we went into the community and cleaned up.
Oh yeah, and painted a basketball court, cleaned it up, put new paint down, new lines. Then we gonna open it up for like tournaments, things like that. Have a good time for the community. For the kids, keep everybody. What did he say?
What'd you say? What'd you say, Guillermo?
I said, is Sim force you to say this? This sounds like
no.
You said, did I force him to say it?
Nah. We was out there working hard in the heat, man. Slaving. It was hot as a mug out there. We was slaving, man. We ain't eat. We was out there working, drinking water, just the heat and water.
Yo, Sunday.
Oh man,
we thought we was gonna go out there it's gonna take us about an hour to finish. Man, it took us 6 hours, man.
Saturday.
What?
Saturday, I was
crazy.
Like, I'm only gonna be out this joint for like an hour or two. That was what?
It's crazy.
We was out there for about
7, 8.
Yeah, man.
8 hours. We was out there.
Yeah, that joint. Yeah, we was out there for a minute. It was hot.
And for y'all that don't know, Sim's a perfectionist, so ain't no shortcut in Sim, man.
No, there ain't.
All right. Well, I wanted to bring that up just to say, well, actually, I just wanted to bring it up just to tell, just to let people know, don't stop, keep moving. It may not be the way that you see on TV. But keep moving, doing it your way. All right. But let's talk about Ice Cube, because Ice Cube's been in the media lately for anti-Semitic barbs or whatever he's been saying. At least people saying that he's saying that. You know what I mean? But he had his lawyers craft up a statement to the media.
Ice Cube with lawyers.
Ice Cube
with lawyers.
Right.
Imagine that.
He had his lawyers. This is what he said. And this is from Friedman and Tatelman. Whoever, that's his attorney. His attorney's at law. He said, "Dear Mr. Nash and Mr. Stern," and I guess these are whoever they are. This is it's addressed to Charlie Nash from Mediate LLC and Marlo Stern, the Daily Beast. It said, "Dear Mr. Nash and Mr. Stern, this firm acts as litigation counsel for O'Shea Jackson, professionally known as Ice Cube. Yesterday, Mediate deliberately published an article filled with outrageously false, unverified, and disparaging allegations regarding Ice Cube. It's also repeated without comment, Mr. Stern similarly making such false and outrageous allegations in the Daily Beast from an article on June 11th. Says, "We are disgusted that you each recklessly chose to publish this garbage." A professional letter, no, hold up. A professional letter from lawyers.
It started off so elegant.
Right. "We are disgusted that you each recklessly chose to publish this garbage. Enough is enough. During this time of national dialogue concerning the equality of Black Americans, or blacks in America, as I'd rather say, you each made the conscious choice to fan the flames of hatred and division by repeating known, discredited lies and scurrilous claims. You each blindly repeat the ridiculous false accusations that Ice Cube ordered his entourage to beat up a rabbi and was sued for it, and that he is anti-Semitic. Not only did this event never happen, Ice Cube has never ordered his entourage to beat up anybody, let alone a non-existent Rabbi P. Taurus. The horrific claim, which originated in an unsourced TMZ article, was obviously fabricated to marginalize and diminish one of America's great Black heroes and role models during a critical time for America. The idea that Ice Cube, first of all, I'll say that Ice Cube is not a hero.
And who's the role model?
He's not a hero. I mean, he's cool dude, but he's not a hero. All right, the idea that Ice Cube is anti-Semitic is laughable, as anyone who knows the man can attest. Ice Cube has no biases against any race, creed, color, ethnicity, religion, or gender. I would disagree there. His tolerance for all peoples is exactly why he was invited to be the MC at the National Tribute Dinner of this Simon Wiesenthal Center's Museum of Tolerance in April 2017. His efforts right now are focused on black citizens achieving equality in all walks of life. Apparently, you each seem to have issues with that goal since you choose to publish clickbait lies instead of practicing actual journalism or pursuing verified facts. You should be ashamed, but you are liable for defamation.
You sure they wrote that, or did Trump write that?
I mean, I'm gonna tell right.
It sounds like fake news all over that.
I mean, that's all. For that to be a letter from a lawyer, right, from his lawyers, yeah. I don't know. I would expect it to be a little bit different than that. I didn't see anywhere in there, and I gotta finish reading it. JJP, what's going on, man? There's one more part to it. See if I can find that one more part. Let me see. As your articles. Yes, I'm here. There's a thing on the wall. Yeah, there we go. There we go. It says, as your articles are intended to detract from and silence Ice Cube's actual message, we hereby demand immediate retractions and an apology to Ice Cube for the damage already done to his reputation. You clearly know the accusations are libelous, false, and reckless. Without such corrective action, we will have no option but to enforce our client's rights to the fullest extent of the law. This letter is not intended to set forth our client's entire position regarding this matter. Nothing contained herein shall constitute a limit on or waiver of our client's claims, rights, defense, or remedies, all of which are expressly reserved. So I'm assuming what they're saying is that if they don't retract everything that they wrote about Ice Cube, and I didn't get a chance to read the articles, that they're going to sue him for libel. I don't know. Gammo, what you think, man?
I feel like this. Ice Cube wanted to play the woke route by talking. I mean, he talks some facts, but you're doing it on social media, and you live in that sphere of where, those people basically control a lot of things you do in the media and whatnot. I mean, if you want to do things for black people, you got to work behind the scenes until you get that power structure, right? You get that base, right, where you could create your own networks, your own propaganda, you know what I mean? And everything in theory, what he's doing now, yeah, it's suing somebody for libel, because that's what they're trying to do. They're gonna say anything you say against a Jewish person, whatever, is anti-Semitic. Jewish people could be doing this and that. If you say anything against it, you're anti-Semitic, right? And that's been going on for years. People think black people have had this. Oh, if you say something's racist, like Jewish people have had that for years. But Ice Cube, again, look, he got bit by taking that route. He did it back in the day when he was making songs with Khalid Muhammad on the track. And then when it got hot, when people were like, oh, so you rock with Khalid Muhammad, so you must be anti-Semitic. Then he backed off like, no. That's why Khalid Muhammad was like, what do you call him? Ice Cube turned into tea, or Ice Cube turned into, whatever he said, like melted water or something like that. I mean, so Ice Cube got to be a little bit smarter with the way he moves, right? And everything you do right here, like I said, in theory it works, but I just thought that what he was doing on Twitter was kind of stupid. You're trying to appeal to these people online who literally live their social activism, slacktivism, whatever you want to call it, online, and you got the likes and all that stuff. Now you got to look at it as a lot of your connections that you have through a lot of these Jewish people is going to be cut. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that I wish he would have built a lot of stuff by himself, but he didn't. You know what I mean? So So you have to face the consequences.
Look, you know, the Daily Beast put out, I mean, an entire article, and I'm gonna read the article. You know, just talking about Ice Cube's long, disturbing history of anti-Semitism. That's what the article is about. Ice Cube's, that's the name of it. Ice Cube's long, disturbing history of anti-Semitism.
Before you read that, just think of the fact that they didn't write this stuff before, the Daily Beast. They didn't have any problems. And this is why I want to say real quick before you go on, with black people, when you have a contrarian point of view, that's contrary to how, you know, liberal white Jewish people or little white people think about you, you become enemy number one, especially if you don't have a base. So just wanted you to continue. My bad. I didn't mean to cut in, but.
Yeah, I mean, I know. We'll see. I mean, listen, Ice Cube, you know, Ice Cube's always been outspoken. He said some things, and I was watching him on Twitter, and he was saying a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah. He was saying a lot of stuff. You can't say that. You know, if you go and look at his Twitter feed, there was a lot of stuff that he was saying on there. So
you know, it's funny. He could get called being anti-Semitic, but all the racist stereotypes we see on TV, all the caricatures that we see on TV, black person this, black person that. Who's running the studios? Is not the right. It's not these conservative, but it's those. And not to be anti-Semitic, I guess, but there's a lot of these Jewish people a lot of Jewish executives are running. So it's like, you know, they could do that, but if you say anything, if you talk about Palestine, Israel, even if you don't even have, if you're just saying, all right, this is my stance, you're anti-Semitic. So I just want people to be careful, because now they basically are using speech nowadays to stop you from saying anything, right? Oh, you're anti, if you're not into a kid getting his hormones changed, you're against trans. If you don't want to see a bunch of gay stuff for kids on TV, two gay parents kissing for a cartoon, you're homophobic. You know what I mean? So, and the thing about it, this is what I'm talking about with James Doe, to tie it back in. We as black people, we as anybody, I mean, not just black people, we have to be careful when speech is being manipulated or cut to make people look like a bad guy when it's not, right? When I was talking about James Dolan, oh, he's a racist. No. He's an idiot. He's a terrible owner. When you say things like racist, when you say things like rapist, when you say, you need proof. You cannot just use language to corner somebody in. I want us black people to be very careful, because they're doing it to the people that we think are so-called enemies or whatever, you know, Donald Trump, blah, blah. Soon enough, they're going to be doing it to you black people. And they ready to do it to, and I'm not conservative or liberal, but they do it enough that you see with conservative black people. A lot of these white people are marching out there. They won't march for you or speak up for you if you're a black conservative. So soon enough, they're going to start to come on black people who don't agree with their views that you're this, you're that. And that same language that was okay to put down other people that you thought were your enemy, they're going to do it on you. So just be very careful, you know, about language. Very careful.
Nah, and you know, of course, I don't want to leave this out, Ice Cube, and I haven't had a chance to read it. But he published a contract with Black America addressing racial inequality. Now, I haven't had a chance to read that, but I'm gonna read that and then, you know, see what it's about. It looks a little bit longer than the letter that we read. It looks about 3 or 4 pages, 5 pages long or something like that. See what that's about. You know, listen, Ice Cube is always gonna speak out. Look, I'm gonna just say this, Cube. Say what you want to say. Fuck them. Just say what you want to say. You know what I'm saying? Just that's it.
Smart.
Huh?
So he has a league though. This is the thing about it, right? Black people, we are very emotional, and the thing about it is that our speech is very powerful. I think when we talk, we move things, right? But it is a lot more. It's smart, especially when we're, you know, people say we're behind enemy lines and stuff like that. We are not in a position of power where, not say we can't speak, but we have to move a little bit more smarter. Now, Ice Cube has a league that's actually doing fairly well in popularity, given, you know, its size and its humble beginnings, right? He has a way to hire a lot more people, use that wealth to empower more people, so then we can have our own stations, we can have this and that, blah, blah. And I think that Ice Cube has been pretty philanthropic, right? So I'm not itching on him. You know, I don't believe in artists being leaders and stuff like that, but I give a man his due when he's doing stuff like that, and I salute him for that. He has to be a lot careful, because soon enough, we're going to start hearing about Ice-T is anti-Semitic. He's going to get a Me Too case on him somewhere. You know what I mean? They're going to break him down and break down all the accomplishments, all the things that he's done for Black people. And soon enough, Black people will be putting him under. And we need people like Ice Cube, who, if we look at him like that, if we look at somebody like that, we say, all right, this person, because Ice Cube do a lot of stuff behind the scenes, and he doesn't have to talk, right? Ice Cube doesn't have to talk. Keep that, internalize that pain and convert it to energy to do other stuff. Because you can speak out now, it feels good. Yeah, it feels good. And then 5 years down the line, they'll put some Me Too cases on him. And every Black woman's like, oh, he's an evil man. It's like, no one's going to do the homework to see, all right, did this guy actually do this stuff? You know, anti-Semitic, he's evil, blah, 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 blah. And again, they're going to use Black voices to go against him. We've seen it time and time again, only for the Black person years later to be proven innocent. And it's like, oh man, you know, and there's no reconciliation. His works have been sullied and made to be astray or made to be nothing. I mean, Black people, if you believe in these celebs or whatever, don't put Ice Cube, don't talk. Just work behind the scenes, do your stuff behind the scenes, and slowly build up. If you're really about our diaspora being this and that, work behind the scenes, because the talking out all that emotional stuff, it's short term. It doesn't do anybody any benefit. It doesn't.
You know, Cube is gonna talk. Cube is gonna say what he's gonna say, man. JJP, what's going on, bro?
What's going on, player?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Hey,
so what you think, man? Ice Cube is threatening to sue these dudes, man.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, you know, we're in a good position right now. So strike while the iron's hot. Get them for everything they got, because this ain't gonna last. I can tell you that much. It's not gonna last. We thought that's what we are experiencing right now is what we experienced in the 70s, right off the civil rights movement, when we thought that we were in equal footing with white folk because of a lot of things, because we got a win, or quote unquote win, off of the civil rights movement, and then black exploitation came around, and then, you know, we also thought that we were in a place where white people and Black people could be on the same page, and we could be in relationships and this, that, and the other. And then Nixon came along. You know what I'm saying? Then Nixon came along and let Black people know, put the foot down on Black people. And then when Nixon got out with Watergate and everything, we thought we had a win. Then you had Gerald Ford, and after Gerald Ford was who? Mr. Reagan himself. And after Mr. Reagan himself came what? The war on drugs. And along with the war on drugs came the welfare. No. Right, that nonsense. I remember that from when I was a kid.
Right.
And after that came the welfare queen and quote unquote black on black crime, and a slew of other slogans that were made to make the Black community look bad. So, you know, like for example, today I read an article, something in the New York Times, where now they're mandated, or publications are mandated to put a capital B when they are referring to Black people, as opposed to a lowercase b. I didn't even know they were using lowercase b before.
Yeah.
Because I don't read any of that psychobabble anyway. So,
seriously, I never even paid attention to them. I never even paid attention to it.
Me neither.
Never even paid attention to it.
So it's a bunch of symbolic garbage, man. Painting the street yellow, Black Lives Matter in yellow. I'm like, okay, so where's the money again? Like,
yes, Court Street, they have a big sign, Black Lives Matter, and it's protected.
And they have one in Bed-Stuy. All right. And you know, you can take that same money and give it to me, and I'll find something very. I will find something. There could be stipulations on it.
I've been working on a
I'll
video.
Do something very productive.
Listen, I've been working on a video about Black Lives Matter. It's in production. You know what I'm saying? I'm just doing all my research, make sure I got, you know.
Sam, I got a video to send you.
What'd you say?
I got a video that I was gonna send it. I forgot to send it to you, of a guy basically confirming what you were talking about with the and this is an Asian guy too. He's not even like, he's apolitical. He calls himself a nihilist, but you know, people just talk. But yeah, on that Black Lives Matter stuff with the charity stuff, he was talking about it too. So I'm gonna send it to you. Thank you for bring it up again. But yeah, your video is gonna be fairly rich, man.
Yeah, man. I'm working on it. You know, hopefully my YouTube channel don't get shut down after I put it out. But you know,
but you're black though. Shouldn't be shut down, right?
Please.
You know, so.
but yeah, man. So all these symbolic gestures that mean absolutely nothing. They're a flash in the pan, a shot in the dark. You whatever adjective you want to use, but in terms of Ice Cube, man, brothers just need to take their stuff out of the country, man. Like I can understand the big three keeping that here, but in terms of like your movie thing, take one of those businesses out of the country, man, because this thing is it's already upside down. And now it's about to fall off the planet. So, I don't know. I think that's his best bet. He should do what OJ was supposed to do, which was leave the country. Russell Simmons learned that he bounced. You probably if he talk about
businesses, Jackie Robinson's son did that. Jackie Robinson's son has a coffee business. I can't remember which African country it was, because he's basically like he saw what his father went through. Because remember, Jackie Robinson was trying his hardest to live amongst white people and integrate himself. And his son was like, yo, we were getting treated like he's like, and they were saying like Jackie Robinson aged many more years because of that stress. And he's like, why would I try to integrate myself with someone who's like me? So he left. He has a coffee. I can't remember which country. I'm going to look it up. He has a coffee business outside the country. I think it's doing fairly well. So yeah, man.
Right. Good for him. Well, good for him, man. Good for him.
You know, we'll see. Ice Cube said that's, you know, he's demanding these retractions, and he said, you know, this is just the tip of the iceberg, basically. So we'll see what he's gonna do. But listen, talking about, you know, artists or, you know, trying to go ahead and actually do some action. I'm just reading, and this is coming from someone I'm like, really?
Yeah, I saw this.
21 Savage announced that he's providing a free financial literacy program called Bank Account at Home.
Is this so you get back into the country? Is he back in the country yet, or?
Yeah, he's back.
Yeah, he's back.
He's back?
Yeah.
He's back.
Yep, he's back. Called Bank Account at Home. I need to see it though. I need to see it though, because you know, I don't know. Hopefully, he did not create this financial literacy program, and he had some professionals create this financial literacy program.
He needs to create a class on how to be a man, because after that whole thing he did with Amber Rose, where he had that sign at the slow walk, I said, "Yo, bro, this is not the look, bro." The financial literacy stuff is fine, like you said, if he's not doing it, because I don't need somebody teaching you about 1, 2, 3, 4, like dogs. I don't need to teach you how to like waste money in the strip club, bro. But I mean, look, if it comes from a good place,
I mean, listen, it's a program called Juma. Right, I'm looking at it now. It says disrupting poverty with inclusive financial capability. So it doesn't look like it's something that he came up with himself, right?
Just the face of it.
I don't know if he's the face of it. It says not only will 21 offer the Bank Account at Home program for free, he'll also take his own Juma program online. He'll cover the costs for virtual learning and pay wages of his students who've been furloughed as a result of the pandemic. In addition, he's offering free Wi-Fi and tablets to kids in Atlanta's Zone 6 neighborhood through his Chime partnership, in an effort to support the hashtag ATL Strong Relief Fund. So,
yeah, that's probably a Chime thing. They just using him as the face.
Right. It could be, you know, that they're just using him as the face. But hey, if that's what it takes to use somebody as the face, use somebody as the face. Savage believes financial literacy should be made available for free to the next generation to empower them to succeed with the right tools on their journey. Through the Bank Account at Home initiative, elementary school students can learn the basic concepts of money management. Middle school students can find out more about how to start planning your financial future, while high school students can explore different lessons around budgeting and entrepreneurship. The Bank Account at Home name comes from 21's Billboard hit Bank Account. So,
can I ask you a question? Seeing that you're involved with education, because we see a lot of these foundations, right? lot of these initiatives that kind of are started and then they sometimes or many times fizzle out, right? And again, I mean, celebrities and stuff, I really don't care. I don't really take them in high esteem, but how hard would it be for him to try to put this into legislature where you make this a part of a curriculum? You know what I mean? Because I mean, to learn credit in third grade, just simple credit, I don't think is the hardest thing to do. Like I didn't have a credit card when I was in third grade or young like that, but I understood I understood it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so like just a curriculum, part of a curriculum. How hard is it you being, tied with these liaisons and these representatives on the education side? How hard is it to get like a mandatory class pass?
I mean, like you'd have to go through, each state is going to be a little bit different, but you'd have to go through, you'd have to get somebody in the legislative process there in Atlanta to support it, right? And then they'd bring it up before whatever committees that they have. Then you'd have to get the team to write it into a proposal, a bill, and then present it. It's something that could easily get presented, but then everyone would have to say, it'd have to get passed. But it could easily be presented. There was one in Maryland not too long ago, and well, with everything happened, with everything, with COVID-19, it didn't continue going through the vote. I'm assuming in the next session is going to go through vote for the financial literacy to be passed and be mandatory, at least in high school, I think it is. But it would take going through, a local representative or representative of a district or whatever to say, yeah, we agree with that, write it up in the law, and then try to get the bill passed.
Yeah, because I don't know, I feel like those type of classes are so important. Or not classes, but that type of exposure would be so important. It's so simple. You know what I mean?
It is.
I mean, there's a whole issue with private, public schooling, charter school, and all that stuff. So, I mean, there's a whole cluster F. But such simple things like that. Unfortunately, you don't have not enough parents. A lot of parents can't even take care of their own damn credit. But it would be nice to at least have that. Because I'm just thinking like stuff like programming and stuff like. I'm jealous of some of these kids. Like I didn't have any and I went to a white high school in Wilton, Connecticut, and it's like I was never exposed to that type of stuff. Like kids I knew from Brooklyn Tech, some of my friends from middle school went to Brooklyn Tech. They weren't exposed to programming and stuff like that. So I don't know. I just feel like what the hell's happening with public schooling that some of these simple things can't be integrated?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, like. I don't know.
I had a debate on Facebook about the same thing. And people were bashing me because I said that it should be something that's mandatory, and they felt you should learn that from your parents. So I said we trust our kids to learn everything else at school other than stuff that they need to be successful in life, like credit and taxes and stuff like that. Because like you said, some of the parents don't even have that education to be able to give that to their child.
Yeah, for real. I mean, and that's part of the whole cycle, especially with black people, right? If my mother and father don't have a clue about financial literacy, how the hell they gonna teach me? They can't teach me nothing.
Yeah. And then you starting out behind the starting line because they were behind the starting line. Right. The only thing I know is that I don't have a phone and the car got repossessed. So that's what the hell I learned. So when my car gets repossessed, I'm like, well, shit, that's just a facts of life. Right. Right. Or you learn to use that electric from the next door. Exactly. I learned to steal cable. You know what I'm saying? I learned to take my wire outside the window, you know what I'm saying, tie that joint up, get my cable, and as soon as I see the cable man come down the street, I run to the window, take it off. Take it off, yo. You know what I'm saying? That's what I learned. That's how I got what I had to get.
Yo, Sim, you talk about stuff these kids don't know about, bro.
I know, right?
But bro, you know what's crazy though? I forgot what freaking movie I was watching like 2 weeks ago, and the way the guy was talking about breaking down like drugs and then re-upping, getting stuff on consignment, and I'm like,
It's the same as business.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, if this dude knew how to invest in, like, you know what I mean? Like, just literally kids, like, it's scary that when people talk about investing and stuff, it's like, oh, you need that. I'm like, yo, bro, if you can go to the Gucci store, forget it, the Gucci store. If you're on welfare and you can buy Jordans every other month, that means that you could save up $1,000, and that's just from you getting money from whoever. I didn't even talk about you working while you're in high school. You could literally get up to $4,000 or $5,000 you just saved up. And if you understand like ETFs, if you understand even options, if you want to be crazy like that, just simple stocks and volatile ETFs, and you just played around with that money, you would make. There are a bunch of kids that even during this crisis where you had ETFs that were Facebook, I think at one point was like 140 or something like that around April. It's at 230 now, right? Literally, if kids just dumped a little bit of money, them kids seen their money grow big time. ETF that I'm getting screwed over by, TVIX, I mean, I'm getting screwed over by big time. The thing was at like 90 something before the crisis hit, because it takes an inverse exposure to volatility. Oh no, it over levels volatility, and volatility usually increases when things go bad. As soon as the crisis occurred, TVIX literally went from 90 to like at one point is at 100. At 800. Think about that return. If I dumped $100 into that, I don't even have it on my. Let me just calculate real quick. If any kids are watching, just to be like, oh my gosh, I could have made money hand over fist. Divided by 90 times 100. If I put $100 in, I would have made $888. That would have been, that would have been my total investment, whatever the return is subtracted from 100 extra return. You know what I mean? Like,
over how much time?
You're making money hand over fist. These kids would have easily, and we talk about buying a block, we talk about this and that, blah, blah, blah. A lot of these kids live in dilapidated areas where that type of, the lot of the property value is very cheap. Very cheap. Where if they, it's just, I don't know, man. It's tough.
The problem is just like he was about to say though. How much time? Like over how much time? Kid, like, you know, when you don't come from money, you want that money to come quick. So you don't want to put the time in to get that return.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, I know a lot of kids out on welfare, and their parents are giving them money. Look, I'm not hating on anybody who cheats welfare or whatever. You know, I have my feelings about it, but it's like, all right. If you're using the welfare, okay, you getting that to get, and you making money, you got a job and that stuff, and you got the money to give your kids $100. You know, I really, even if you don't know, the impetus to learn, right? That drive, right? That feeling, all right, I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna try to learn this stuff. Literally, YouTube. I know our parents would say, "Oh, you guys have it good now." Literally, if you want to learn about almost anything on, I am stupid, I don't know anything about this. You can go to YouTube and they can teach you stuff at like, hey, 1 + 1 is 2, and by the time you're done, you can invest in options. Like it's crazy. And honestly,
listen, no bull. I went to YouTube to learn how to do this whole OBS stuff. All this streaming and everything. I did it all from YouTube. Everything.
And you know how Sim is telling the truth. And when you know how Sim is telling the truth, because when I asked him about the OBS stuff, he gave me the wrong information. But when I went to YouTube, I found all the right information. So just to make Sim look bad, you don't have to depend on people like Sim. Go to YouTube and learn. I'm joking. But
I don't know. You must have went to somebody wrong because all your volumes were up and down. So you must have went to somebody wrong. I don't know what that was.
All right. You won. You got me. All right.
We need the bunch.
I was waiting for him to say. Oh my gosh, man.
Hey, Gammo, what's up with your man Freddie Gibbs, man? What's up with Freddie Gibbs, man?
Whoa.
The stuff against Jeezy or the stuff against academics?
He just. I mean, is he promoting the album or is he just running off the mouth?
You know, put like this, Freddie Gibbs got to humble himself because look, the thing with Jeezy, that was because he felt Jeezy kind of screwed him over, and Jeezy did kind of screw him over. You know, that's one thing. But then the academics thing, this is a thing, bro. You know, this is why I appreciate. It sounds corny, but I appreciate shows like this because a idiot like academics got on and he was like, "Yo, Freddie Gibbs only sold 20, 30,000, right?" And it's like, "Yo, bro, no one is selling. No one is selling." Yeah, John Legend, and he got on John Legend. same academics and disrespecting his wife too. He said, "Yo, John Legend, Chris Teigen, that B need to shut up and tell and help John Legend. Yo, he sold 30,000." And it's like it's crazy that dudes that get their fame off of Twitch and get their fame off of playing video games. And I'm not knocking the hustle, but it's like, yo, bro, you don't. I mean, you comparing stuff to John Legend, and I'm not the biggest John Legend fan, but the dude has discernible talent. Freddie Gibbs, if you want to say what you want about rap, Freddie Gibbs has discernible talent. I went to a Freddie Gibbs concert, albeit there's a lot of white people there, mostly white people at Moment PS1, but the thing was packed out and you had people singing his songs verbatim as he was singing them. You know what I mean? And for this clown who gets on, talks behind a mic and hides behind a computer screen and police, it's like, yo, bro, back in the day, I remember when Ghostface beat the crap out of Mace in front of Hot 97. Like, yo, bro, how does this kid come off saying this shit? Like, excuse my language. How does he come off saying this stuff, man?
I don't understand how he's still alive, bro. I don't know. I guess that's just the way I think because I come from that era, bro. I guess that's what it is. Because how is he still alive? I don't get it.
Right.
Yeah. So GD. I would have heard him a long GD's travel. GD's travel. It's GD's in Brooklyn. I'm like, GD's a Chicago thing, I think, right? Or Midwest. I'm like, why did GD's in Brooklyn? So
hold on. Academics is a GD?
No. Freddie Gibbs. Freddie Gibbs. Academics a GD.
I was about to say.
He'll get killed on a beating. Like they'll murder him on a jumping, man.
So you know, last week we talked about Freddie Gibbs, you know, coming at Jeezy. You know, well, not last week. I did the video about it, right? Coming at Jeezy. I guess just run it off at the mouth, right? But I mean, at some point you got to let it rest, though. You just got to let it be what it is. But still, you know, he came at him. He said he was irrelevant, which I agree with, though.
Yeah, we reviewed albums.
And then DJ Academic said, if Jeezy is irrelevant, Freddie Gibbs, you're absolutely irrelevant. So DJ Academics, you know, he started it off.
It's silly. It's silly. I tell you why. Go ahead, finish, Sam.
And then Freddie Gibbs tweeted, I'll give a bad bitch $5,000 if they admit to sleeping with DJ Academics.
Yo, man, he messed up.
And then DJ Academics responded. He said, Freddie, don't play yourself. You're not even more successful than me. Relax yourself, kid. You're underground. Don't try to ever play me. If you really want to try me, a blogger, let's go.
Now he's a blogger now.
Right.
That's that P-ish, man. If you talk trash, if you leave the realm, because Freddie Gibbs never came at academics initially. If you leave the realm of where you excel at, whatever is the Twitch or whatever, if you leave that realm, now you're dealing with wherever realm you're dealing with. You can't say, now I'm a blogger. This is that P-ish. Look, back in the day, if you were a nerd, I was a nerd. I never want all them dudes that used to be ABG, Blood, Crip. I never, it was good. I would, in my mind, 4-3 when it used to be bad, that would never come out of my mouth. Yo, what's good, son? Yo, what's that color? What that color be like? No, I play ball. Oh, it's 5:00. Gotta go home. I ain't trying to get robbed.
Yo, but listen, look, DJ Academics is talking. He said, bring all your statements of how much you made as a rapper. He said, I'll bring up tax statements of what I made as a blogger. And let's compare. He said, you can't compare to Jeezy. He been lit for mad years. That's a lie. He said, you're a little nigga. And I doubt you compare to me. He said, but drop your shit. I'm down, Mr. Gibbs. And then Gibbs was just like, boy, shut the F up. You pay for sex. Yo, Freddie Gibbs be wilding though, man. He's a funny dude.
How does he get to talk? He is. How does this guy get to talk?
Yo, listen, man. Freddie Gibbs is a successful rapper. I don't know what. You see, I was just thinking about this today, man. The clubs are over, bro. The clubs are over. Nobody's going to clubs this summer like that. Nobody could sit up here and say, "Oh, I got the club banger, I got this, I got that." Now if you're gonna make money as an artist, you have to rely solely on your skill, how you put them words to a paper. We're living in that time now where it's like, people aren't gonna be trying to write for the clubs no more because the times have changed. Even if when the clubs open back up, it's like their third eye is opening up, and now that they're not like doing the things that they used to be doing, they've had time to sit back, reflect, and realize on what's actually important. And when you put what's actually important in your rhymes, in your music, whether you rap or not, it's gonna ring louder now more than it ever did. More than it ever did. And guys like Freddie Gibbs, this is his opportunity to come up.
Right.
I don't know what academics is talking about.
I don't know, man.
All that jiggy stuff, this, that, and all that, talk about chains and this and Molly and Percocets. That's on the way out, bro.
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about. He keeps going on talking about money. He said, I want Freddie Gibbs' statements on how much he made from 2017 to 2020. Right, he said, I'm telling you, this little nigga
don't got no money.
Right. He said, I'm telling you, this little nigga can't compare to me. But right, and then Freddie Gibbs just responded back and said, I want proof you didn't have oral sex with Tekashi.
Well, and that's the thing about he was friends with that dude, right? But the thing is also this is what DJ Academics, who's also insulting. He's also insulting guys like Madlib.
Right.
He's one of the greatest producers to get enough acclaim. He's every producer's favorite producer, right? He's insulting Alchemist, who, I mean, if you want to, Alchemist and Madlib are both in my top 5 producers. So you're saying that Freddie Gibbs, if you're not making money, and you're of no value because of that, they're not making money and they're no value of that. And if I took Madlib, Freddie Gibbs, and DJ and Alchemist, at what level does DJ Academics, through the history of time, where does DJ Academics compare to any of those guys? Madlib worked with MF Doom, like who are you to Alchemist worked with Mob? Who the F is a DJ Academics because you making money? That's like Kim Kardashian or who's that other one? Kim Kardashian's friend, the one who got herpes, the white chick, rich white chick. Paris Hilton. That's like Paris Hilton sitting there and saying that she's more fit. She's more talented than Jasmine Sullivan because she has more money than Jasmine Sullivan from garbage media or social media. Like the people with no talent are really trying to talk ish on people who have talent, man. It's a twisted world, man. We gotta pray for these people, man.
I mean, that's what they do, man. That's what they do. And
DJ Academics.
And then the whole fact that the only thing he could talk about is how much money he made.
Right.
And then he's compares it to Jeezy. Oh, you didn't make more money than Jeezy. You didn't make more money than Jeezy. So what?
Jeezy money not from music though. His money's from the streets.
You know what I'm saying? Right. I mean, it's like, so what? Maybe if he did or if he didn't. Jeezy is whack.
None of these guys make money from music like that. None of them.
Like, Jeezy is whack.
Right.
Why do they all do love and hip hop for a check? Like,
right. Right. But and then your boy Freddie Gibbs posted a meme on Twitter.
Yeah, I'm looking at. He actually, he posted some where DJ Academics is hanging up from the wall with his butt showing.
Right. Posted a meme on Twitter.
He got to employ 50 Cent, bro. 50 Cent is the greatest at trolling, man. You gotta.
Oh my god.
Go. Funny dude. Yeah. We need to get them two to go ahead. We need to get them two to do a versus and just let them go at each other.
Just trolling, right? Not even music. Just
50 is the king of that Instagram stuff.
King of trolling. This dude has successful shows, bro. This guy is in corporate offices, and he still has time to get on social media and troll people. Like, yo, dogs. Like, even his friends from the hood are probably like, all right, come on, yo, you're a better person. You can,
Yeah, I'm surprised somebody ain't smacked 50 up yet.
I don't know if you can get close enough.
I'm surprised somebody ain't smack him up yet. One of these days, somebody's gonna do something to his ass, because watch. One of these days.
According to Jadakiss, he run with the hip hop police. So if you listen to Jadakiss's old kisses, according to Jadakiss, songs that he didn't play, 50 Cent runs with the hip hop police, so they say he's protected, that you can't really touch him. This is according to Jadakiss during that beef or whatever.
All right, well, one of these days, somebody ain't gonna give a damn about that.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, smack his ass up.
I don't know, man.
I don't know, because I don't think you come off that reckless if you fear that somebody can touch you. Like he said some stuff, man.
I mean, I think at this point people just ignore him, man, because that's been who he is. You know what I'm saying? I think at this point people like, man, just 50. They just ignore him. But somebody's gonna get tired of it one of these days.
I know I love whenever you go at Mayweather though.
One of these days, somebody's gonna get tired of it. But look,
maybe if
50, 50, of course, is still, we know he's producing Pop Smoke's album, right? I mean, we talked about it mad times already. Did you guys see the first album cover?
The one with the silver rose, right?
But nah, there was one.
That was when you showed. Oh, my bad.
Yeah, there was one that I did on the show that I thought was the album cover. It's not the album cover. Right? And then they posted this whack-ass one that's supposed to be the album cover.
That was really supposed to be?
This was supposed to be the album cover, bro, by, what's his name? Virgil Abloh? First of all...
That looks so amateur.
So amateur. First of all, this is a picture that you can get off the internet from anywhere. Right, so I don't understand what's up with that. This, they gotta have some old photo shoot pictures of Pop Smoke somewhere. This is a picture off the internet. For whatever reason, they got barbed wire around them, and then they got silver roses. Like, this joint is just terrible. It's just terrible, and I'm like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
Didn't I say I'm scared what they might do with Pop Smoke, posthumously? It's like, come on, dog. You could have made artwork that was dope. You didn't even have to use this. You could have put some crazy, something like dogs. And the thing is, this what I don't like, right? Because Virgil Abloh, whatever the hell his name is, he's like a famous black designer or whatever. I think he's worked with Kanye West, or he's worked with like some big major fashion houses, right? And what some of these guys do artistically is artistic laziness, is that they'll just do some shimmy crap, whatever, and they'll say, yeah, that's art right there. And they'll get a bunch of poses and be like, oh my gosh, that's so deep. And I think that's what he's trying to do with this thing where it's like, nah, man, I'm trying to, it's like he's going to probably give some stupid cockamamie explanation. It's like, dogs, you're not fooling us with this crap, man. It's like if someone just put a white canvas and put 2 baby feet like imprints on it and be like, yo, that's like the beginning of life right there.
I mean, the name of the album is damn, what's the name of the album? Shoot for the Stars or something. I forgot the name of the album.
Oh yeah, now. Shoot for the moon, aim for the stars.
Shoot for the stars, aim for the moon.
Like a Pop Smoke. That doesn't even sound like a Pop Smoke title, man.
Shoot for the stars, aim for the moon. So what the hell does this have to do with shooting for the stars and aiming for the moon? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. Barbed wire.
He missed and landed on the barbed wire.
Right. Barbed wire and silver roses.
Wouldn't you just love to hear Pop Smoke give his opinion on this stuff and be like, yo, dogs, why would y'all, how would you do this?
But
I don't know.
They actually got some good ones.
But there's some good ones, yeah. So because the fans were like, now this album is due Friday, July 3rd. This is when it's being released, Friday. All right. You can't tell me they don't have the artwork already done.
Yeah, they have to.
The artwork is done. You know what I mean? So whether or not it's this, I think 50 being, listen.
He's just trying to hype.
50 is a marketing genius, right? So I think 50 seen this. Virgil submitted it, and he was like, hell no, this is garbage. He said, but I'm going to put it out anyway and see what the fans say. Right? And then went into a whole contest. You know, we're gonna put out a whole bunch of album covers, blah 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 blah, and let you guys choose. And it's a marketing scheme.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which and probably a marketing scheme just off the whim. He's seen a garbage ass album cover and was like, you know what, this is trash, but we can use this as a marketing scheme.
Or do you think they already had the real one, and that's not the real one, and he's just using that as the promotion to build the hype? Yeah,
that's what I think. I mean, bro, let's put it like this: you don't on July 2nd. You don't submit everything to the distributor and then it gets put up on Spotify and all of that. It takes at least a week.
Well, I don't know. That's for us. It takes that long.
For us, I mean, yeah. but it's but it's still gonna take a couple of days. You know what I'm saying? For it to get on there and get propagated through everything. I don't know, man. I think they got it done. I think they got it done.
It's gonna be a black album cover with nothing on it.
It's something like that, right? I think they got it done.
We're like just smoke coming out of it.
Right. I think they got it done. But you know, they do got some nice ones that people submitted. Whoever they are submitted a bunch of nice ones.
There's actually a producer from he's from here. He moved to LA though. He submitted one that looked pretty good, but I don't remember. I know it was on their page.
Yeah, I'm gonna scroll this up to the top and look at some of the ones that were submitted.
That one right there.
There's some nice ones up here.
Yeah,
some nice ones up here. You know, people didn't. You know, some people didn't try to get all crazy. They just, you know, obviously they took pictures that were on the internet that you could get a Pop Smoke. Right, but I mean that one's just, I don't know what that one is, but that one is all right there. I like that one. I don't know about that one.
Cash Money.
Yeah. I mean, it's some nice ones. You can go on there and check them out. You know, but like I said, I think they got the artwork already done.
That's it right there.
What, this one right here? Oh, right.
I said black cover with smoke.
Right, black cover with smoke, right? You know, but you can go through, not that one. You can go through and check them out and see what they are. I don't know how they're voting. I think they're just, you know, they're just taking from what people say on Instagram, anything like that. But, you know, I don't know. We'll see what that album even sounds like this Friday.
Yeah,
it's gonna come out this Friday. We'll see what the album even sounds like.
You've been hyping it for so long.
Yeah, it was supposed to come out June 12th, I think? It was supposed to come out June 12th. But then it was pushed back. A single came out on June 12th and then it was pushed back. But then of course your man is coming out with an album. I don't know if it's Friday too.
Who's that?
Flygod is an awesome God too.
What? For real?
It's coming out Friday. Flygod is an awesome God too. It's coming out this Friday.
Wow.
We're gonna have Big Freezy here saying how wacky he is, and he's gonna be y'all already hate on the movement, so
this is the album cover right here, all red. It's a dope album cover, all red. You know, doesn't even have a title on it. It's just West Side Gun.
Yeah.
I got the track list up here. I got the track list. Where'd it go? Oh, right here. All right, let's see. First track, Praise God intro, featuring A.A. Rashid, produced by Derringer. You got the second track is Michael Irvin. Third track, Jose Canseco, featuring Stove God Cooks. You got one more. Number 4 is One More Hit. Number 5 is an interlude. Is a Sadu interlude. Number 6, Lil C's. Number 7, Fuck the Police. Number 8, Buffs vs. Wires, featuring Benny the Butcher and Boldy James. Number 9, yeah,
nice.
Number 9 is Minister Mano skit. It's a skit. Number 10 is Bubba Chuck, featuring Stove God Cooks. You got another interlude. Then you got Drive By Love featuring Keisha Plum. You got Rebirth featuring Keisha Plum. And then you got Steve Burr featuring Rome Streets.
So yo, you like Boldy James? Sorry, I apologize.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
All right, because last time we reviewed his song, the one that was on West Side Gun's album, not Eurostep. What the hell is that? I can't remember the song now. When West Side Gun had that weird, like he manipulated his voice. People are like, oh, this is boring. I was like, all right, well, Boldy James raps like that sleepy kind of deep voice, talking about his exploits and that stuff. But we'll see, man. Hopefully you review it, because last time y'all killed the album, and I thought the album was dope, even though West Side Gun rapped.
Bro, I haven't done an industry album for weeks. You keep saying that.
No. I'm not getting
an industry album for weeks. Huh?
No, I know. I'm just saying. I said I hope you. I wasn't issuing on you for not reviewing though. I just saying I hope you do review it. That's it. I'm not issuing on you. I think that the other guys go. But I know that if we do an industry album, you're gonna stay far away from West Side Gun. Because y'all haters, y'all don't understand the movement, but it's okay, it's fine.
I don't like his. I mean, I don't know how people can get mad at me because I don't really like his rap style.
I'm only joking.
I don't really like his rap style. That's just me. Couple of songs to me, they be all right and everything. That's just me though. I don't really like the rap style.
It's not Nas, huh?
You know what I'm saying? It don't even gotta be that. I just don't like the rap style. First of all, I don't really like the rap style. You know what I'm saying? So people can come at me. I got my bulletproof vest on. You can shoot at me. That's cool. And then I can't sit and listen to a whole drug rap CD all night. I can't do it.
That's what the youngins love.
I can't do it. And I like Griselda. I really do. But when every single song, I can't do it.
You can tell from that track list that's what, like Michael Irvin. Come on, we know what that's about,
right?
Oh crap, man! I mean, I can't y'all like. This is how they understand. Y'all don't like West Side Gun and Mage and a lot because of the content, but then y'all like Benny the Butcher and Conway, and they are better rappers.
No. Hold on. I'm not a huge fan, let's say that, because I don't like the rap style. I like the rap style of Conway and Benny the Butcher, but that don't mean that I want to sit and listen to the whole album of coke dealing. That's me. You know what I'm saying? So, I pick out a few songs that I really like and then, rock with it. I just can't sit down and just listen to the whole thing. Or if I like every song, I throw it on a playlist so I hear it here and there.
Right, not straight.
You know what I mean? But I can't just, I can't. I mean, it'd be so much coke dealing. I might get pulled over. I might get pulled over and get locked up.
I feel okay, but put like this for West Side Gun, because you are a producer, right? And there are people that may not have the best lyricism. Like West Side Gun's a bit, his production.
Oh, his production is awesome,
and especially when you take stuff made by Derringer, I think I'm like dogs. Songs I don't even know what the hell West Side Gun is talking about. All I listen to is just the beat, because the beats are just stupid. Like the sampling, I'm a fiend for beats for samples. And when I hear how they cut some of these beats, I mean, it's not the most sophisticated, but how they'll loop it and using the song, I'm just like, oh, it's heaven to me. So I like, you're a producer. I would think that you would like the songs, not necessarily because of the lyricism or the content, but because, how the beat is and sometimes how West Side Gun rides on that beat. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like it's not the most intricate lyricism, but how he rides the beat is like, damn, man. Like, it's almost like you just listen to the beat and there's like a rapper putting certain things that makes the beat better.
So So I got a question as an artist. Do you like him or do you like the production?
I like both. Look, I like West Side Gun because, look, he's not the most lyrical. I don't mind the drug stuff because I could watch Reservoir Dogs. I watch freaking the Goodfellas. Like, I watched it like 1,000 billion times. So I like all that stuff just because like I could just get lost in it in terms of the art stuff. But like, I mean, look, he's not Nas, he's not AZ, he's not Mac Hami, he's not, you know, one of these that type of dudes, but he does. He's a character,
Hold on,
right?
Let me stop you for 1 second. Let me stop you for 1 second. Hey, Ja Web 1223, bro. First of all, he sat here and said these dudes have no voice.
Why are you here?
Bro, why are you listening? You listening? He probably sign off now, bro. You listening? You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, bro.
Drop that $2 for the super chat before you leave.
I don't want to hear non-fans talk about Griselda. Well, I mean, it's like I actually want to hear people who are not fans of it.
And then he said, you know, these dudes have no voice. Okay. Then you don't want to listen to coke rap, da da da. Nah, no. That's what I mean.
But that's a personal choice, though. We're not saying that you don't have to.
Yeah, you can listen to coke rap all you want. I don't care. If that's what you want to listen to it. I'm cool with that. I don't want to listen to it on every song. That's just my preference. I don't have any problem with anybody who does. You know what I'm saying?
He's a fanboy. You guys are
not when you say West ain't it. Bro, I can say anybody I want ain't it.
Wait, sorry. When you say West,
yeah, Hoodie Dude. Yeah, I'm the one talking. Hoodie Dude. Job Web 1223.
Hey, you giving him too much shine.
Oh,
he's Hoodie Dude only. That's me, bro. I'm the Hoodie Dude. Everybody knows who the Hoodie Dude is. And you're the only person named Job Web 1223. So we know that we are having a discussion back and forth, me and you. So you don't have to say Hoodie Dude only. I don't like coke rap every single song. Hey, so
I don't like coke rap either.
Were you allowed to call in?
Huh? What'd you say?
Would you allow him to call in?
He can call in if you want to.
He said, "I'll call."
Yeah, call in.
I ain't worried about.
We need that action.
I ain't worried about Job Web 1223.
All about that action, boss.
Yeah, we need that action.
Worried about Job Web 1223, but the album comes out, man, on Friday.
But I'll be honest, I don't like coke rap either. Like I can't listen to a whole album of it. The only person that I have been able to, and it's because he mixes it up, is Ross. You know, he got the commercial stuff in there with it.
But you see, hold up. Because that's the same argument. Now, I think Ross is a better lyricist. But you cannot sit here and tell me that 50 to 60% of his songs be carried by the beats. His production is, I think Ross has had probably.
Hold on. I just want to say, see, this is what I'm talking about. Dudes talk all this.
He said, "What's the number?"
I know. It's right there on the damn screen. Come on, bro. Come on.
You're not working with a full deck, bro.
It's right there on the screen, man.
You're not working with a full deck, bro.
It's right there on the screen. Anyway, the album comes out Friday. You know what I mean? And like, I definitely love the production.
But you're right. Ross's stuff is driven by the production. But Ross can tell a story that he tells a story like he can make you feel like you're there.
Yeah, that's true. He's very he's a great storyteller. I don't know how to put it. Yeah, because first of all, his voice. He has a good voice for rap.
Yeah, but look, I gotta give it to
Maybach music. For some reason, I like it, and it's not even like it's just that beat, and then Chrisette Michelle singing. It's like, yeah, Rick Ross is the same thing as like well, you know, he's not like West because you know what, Rick Ross, if he wanted to rap, there are tracks where he could be lyrical. He just doesn't choose to do it a lot of times. So I'll give you that.
Yeah, Ross has held his own on some features and some collabs that's been crazy. But I don't know if that's Ross writing it though.
Oh, wait, he don't write his. Oh, I didn't know that.
But I gotta give it to West Side Gun though, man, because he's a businessman. He's a businessman. You know what I'm saying? And
get Ja Webb in here, man. Come on, Ja Webb, call in.
He's a businessman. He got Griselda.
He said, "I'm new."
You ain't got to be new to read numbers, Ja. You don't have to be new to read numbers.
Oh my gosh, Ja, you make it so bad, bro.
But I mean, listen, he's a businessman. He's doing his thing, and he said, you know, he's still dropping. This is coming out Friday. He's still dropping videos for Pray for Paris. Yeah. You know what I mean? He's doing his thing. You gotta give it, you know, you gotta give it up to him. He's doing his thing. Now, he may be a little bit upset with Shady Records.
But didn't they have wasn't it? No. It was, wait, but I thought Shady Records didn't pick them up before. Why would he have a problem with them now?
I don't know. I think they did. I guess they did.
Yeah, remember I thought they said that's why they went the whole independent route, because I think they were trying to get picked up by Shady, right? And then Shady didn't pick them up, and then they had that stupid, crazy independent run where they were just putting out mad material. I thought that's what it was. I don't think you might be mad at them now. Maybe Shady's saying something like it. Oh, sorry. You give the story because I don't even know what the.
Nah, you know, you had the BET Awards the other night, right? And Westside Gun you know, they were nominated for whatever they were nominated for. I didn't watch it. They were nominated, right? But Westside Gun tweeted out, "I wonder, do Shady Records know we're nominated for a BET Award tonight?"
Maybe it was like maybe it's a you missed out on us type of thing. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
I can't get with the subtweeting and like say what you mean.
You know, so.
Yeah, but a lot of these guys, you got to realize it, man. When you are and the thing about Shady is like most rappers, right? When they're taken out of the hood, right? They honestly their ears are no longer to the streets, right? This is why 50 Cent, when 50 Cent, you know, rebirthed himself through all those mixtapes, right? I couldn't tell you a time where.
One second, Ja.
My bad.
He's on hold.
Yeah, go ahead, Guillermo.
No, I was gonna say, like, when you're taken away from the streets, like when 50 Cent had that run, right, with the mixtapes, right? Hot remixes to hot, like 50 Cent was destroying it. Then he came out with his album, Get Rich Die Trying, classic. He was riding it. But then when you are rich and you take yourself away from the streets, you kind of no longer have your ears to like changing sounds, right? You only literally listen to what you might hear in the studio from your people and that stuff. Same thing happened with Shady. Shady and they're no longer in the streets like that. So it's like, you know what I mean? They're going to miss out. P. Diddy missed out on Alicia Keys, right? He don't, and he's a, you know what I mean? These guys, and he had Mary J. Blige with Loud Records. So it's like, you know, a lot of these guys, I'm not trying to give excuses because you're supposed to put the work in. You're supposed to put your A&Rs out there and blah, blah. But,
but see, I thought the thing with Shady, I thought it was just a distribution deal. I didn't know, I don't know. You know, I don't know everything that's happening with it. I thought it was just a distribution deal. And Griselda would be in charge with all of the marketing, the development of artists and all of that stuff. I thought it was just distribution. But anyway, Ja Webb, what's popping, bro?
Yeah.
I hear you got a problem with me, bro.
Hold on, who am I talking to?
Hey, bro.
Hoodie only.
My gosh.
Come on, bro. You're talking to hoodie only. Hoodie only,
oh
man.
Oh my gosh.
Yo, what's good, brother? What's popping?
Leave him alone. He's new.
Nah, Hoodie Man was the only one that seemed like he didn't really understand what Westside was, and that's like he's not lyrical like that. He's the music. He's the fucking. I don't know. I'm a little faded, but he's the glue. He's the center. He's the reason for all of it.
Yo, I get that. I know. Listen,
his personality, you buy into him. Like, it's not about his lyrics. And if you just look at his lyrics, you're missing something.
But, bro, hold up. I understand that he is the reason that Griselda is Griselda. I get it. I understand. P. Diddy is the reason that Bad Boy was Bad Boy, right, but he put out trash-ass music. Well, he had some good. He had some good stuff. He had some good stuff, but he wasn't an artist. P. Diddy, you know what I'm saying? And some people like his music, some people don't. I was up and down with some of his music. Some stuff I did, some stuff I didn't. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking away from what he did with Bad Boy.
Right.
I'm not taking away what Westside Gunn has done with Griselda. Some of the music I like, some I don't.
I'm just saying, I don't think you fully I don't think you get it quite. The comment I was talking about was you were focused on lyrics.
I didn't say anything about lyrics. I just said I don't like listening to coke rap all day long.
Yeah, and that's not what that's not all he is, because you're not listening, because you've already tuned in. You don't want to hear that.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
All right. Well, you know what? I listened to a song called Allah Sent Me.
Oh, Lord.
And this, Allah sent me. What Allah sent him to do? Sell crack.
Yeah, that title was for grabs.
Nah, that's not what he said. He said him to be king, and that's what he's
Send
doing
him to be
right
king of selling crack.
You know what I mean? That's what he's gonna do.
Now I feel you. Listen. I feel you, Ja. I'm with it. Yo, that's your man. That's cool. I'm just saying. Listen, I like everything that he's doing with the wrestling and everything. He's a businessman to the fullest, and a businessman that just came up from the scratch.
Right.
I ain't taking nothing away from that at all. I ain't taking nothing away from that. A businessman that come up from scratch. That's you can't do nothing but respect that. And now he's doing fashion shows in Paris. I mean, come on.
Hey, growth.
You know what I'm saying? You can't take nothing from that. You know what I'm saying? No, so I'm with you on that 100%.
Hey, but let me talk about the Shady thing real quick.
All right.
When they signed the Shady, I knew it was bad. Even though they're putting out music and we don't really notice, I just kind of felt like this ain't the thing you should be doing. Don't sign to them.
Mm.
And
so was it just distribution, or does it include the whole A&R, management and all that? I thought it was just distribution.
I mean, I can't pretend like I know all that, but I just had that feeling, like, when your favorite artist gets signed and they kind of fall off, you just know that some labels don't handle shit right.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Shady, they got a reputation, right, of not handling people.
That's the same thing that happened to Button and them, right?
Yeah, same thing.
I mean, I felt like they were doing better with Griselda, but maybe that's just Griselda doing them.
Doing them, right?
Yeah,
right. I
but
mean,
as an artist, sometimes you got to do that. If you know the label not gonna have you, you gotta continue to push, because it's your rep on the line. Like when Sim don't fully do what he's supposed to do for me, it's like, nah.
Yo, I'm gonna let y'all talk about Griselda for a second. I gotta run to the bathroom. I've been holding it. I was holding on just so I could speak to Ja.
Yeah,
I'll be right back. Stay on the line and
talk.
talk about Griselda.
The followers don't want nothing. These people in the chat don't want it with me neither. But yeah, y'all cool.
You said we don't want to hear new music?
No, I said the people in the chat don't want it with me, but y'all cool. We good.
Oh, okay.
I can't hear it. It's kind of muffled.
He said the people in the chat don't want it with him, but we good.
Bro, you're like stuttering and stuff. No one's scared of you, man. It's like, if you wanted some attention, it's fine, bro. It's cool. I like Westside Gunn. I think he's cool, but you're sitting there saying, yo, y'all don't know. I mean, Westside Gunn to me, he's not deep, which is not necessarily, a bad, good thing depending on what you like. It's just people have differences of opinion. I mean, are you from Buffalo or something like that? Like you from the?
Nah, I mean, I know about differences of opinion. I didn't say nobody was like stupid or nothing. You mean? I was just saying, y'all, if you're putting out a certain thing, you got to realize that with him, it's not about that thing that you were saying, and that's just the lyrics. That's what I caught. You might have been saying something different, but that's what I caught.
No, I said the same thing too. I literally said that I don't expect, when I listen to Westside Gunn, I'm not waiting for lyricism, right? I'm waiting for him to paint some picture. And like I literally said, I like the drug stuff because I watched so many stupid mafia movies that I think those are some of the greatest movies of all time. So I could sit there listening to drug rap and them give stories and not being the most lyrical. I like the fact that he makes a bunch of ad-libs, and all this crazy stuff. He rides the beat, even though he may not be the most lyrical. Even though I thought Eurostep on the last album, I think that was pretty good lyrically, the way he flowed, but you know, there's only one song. You know what I mean? So, and I like the production. I'm a production head, so when you hear things like, I like all the Hitler Wears Hermes, you know, when you listen to stuff like, you know, Mickey Sunday, I mean, you know, Amherst Stations and all that stuff. Like, I love the beats, man. Like, I just, you know, I give it to those guys, man. But
no doubt. Hey, Ja, yeah, I'm back, bro. Hey, Ja, I'm gonna let you rock, man. I thought you was coming in with more fire than that, man. I think you got a little bit nervous once you got on the phone. I thought you was coming in with a little bit more fire than that.
Yeah, I thought she was gonna keep it spicy for real.
What'd you say?
Who am I talking to? Is it Hoodie?
The Hoodie dude, man. Sim. That's my name, Sim. The Hoodie dude. But hey, man, I appreciate you calling in, bro. I appreciate you calling in and checking the show, man. I think I got some other callers, so I'm gonna try to get to a couple other callers, all right?
Peace.
All right, peace, man. Took him a while to get the number down, but you know. Took them a while, but you know, those short bus recipients, you gotta be patient. You know, those Floyd Mayweather cronies, you gotta be patient with them.
Oh man!
Hey, my man was new. He's new to this.
Yeah, he's new. He's new.
I'm saying you gotta be patient with him, man. You know.
Oh man!
Caller, what's popping, man?
What's good, son?
Tony Crow, what's good with you, brother? How you feeling?
I'm good. Just got in doing some fireworks with the kids.
Okay, that's what's up, man. That's what's going on, man.
What you talking about? I hear West Side Gun talk.
Yeah. You know, we were just talking about his new album coming out Friday.
Oh, another one.
Got another album coming out Friday, man. Another album coming out Friday.
Yo, off the gas.
What'd you say?
I said they do not take their foot off the gas.
You know what?
Nope.
You know what? But check it, with the way that this game moves so fast, you kind of gotta stick with it, man, because if you sit back, you've forgotten about.
I know. I'm waiting on that Benny project, man.
Yeah. I'm waiting on that too.
That's the one I'm looking
waiting on that too. He got Nas on that joint too, so I'm waiting for it.
Oh,
he got Nas on that joint, so I'm waiting for it.
I thought that was I thought.
But I don't think they really needed Shady in the first place, and I think I don't know if it's animosity or they upset, but I think they starting to realize that they kind of didn't need Shady.
Right.
I think signing with them was the intent to just kind of give them a broader audience. But I don't know if they would have. I think they would have reached that on their own. So I think that's where some of the minor issues are. Maybe them realizing like, yo, because you figured they did everything on their own anyway. All the projects was already done.
Right.
Like they really. Like, I don't know why they signed with him. Not saying it was a bad thing to sign with him. I just don't think they needed to. You know, they kind of like self-sufficient.
Yeah,
so, I think that's where because what was the tweet you said he put out? Like, I wonder if Shady knows we were nominated.
Right.
Because maybe they don't feel like the promotion was pushed behind them like they thought of. You know, I mean, they kind of push themselves. They self-promote. Their merchandise is like on fire. So I think that's where it is. I think that maybe they realize, you know, we're kind of just giving them a check, a cut, a portion.
Depending on what it is, if it's only distribution,
all you'll be getting.
I mean, that's all they're gonna be. Yeah. That's all they're gonna be getting is distribution. So if it's only distribution, they're gonna give them a cut of, whatever the distribution deal is. So it's not gonna be like a regular label that signs you and does the A&R work and the marketing and has all the lawyers and does all of that.
Right.
You're gonna give them a huge portion. But if you just sign distribution, they're only getting money like they take and they put it out on Spotify and distribute it everywhere, right? And so then they get a cut of that, you know what I mean? So for example, they put out a song, it goes on Spotify, iTunes, Tidal, Amazon, all of that stuff. You know what I mean? Amazon and them going to take a small cut, couple of pennies. The distributor is going to take a small cut, and then the rest of the money goes to the artist.
Which is not a bad deal.
What do you think would have been the benefit for them signing?
The name?
Just having the imprint behind it?
Yep. Having a name and maybe some of the connections that they can make that maybe they wouldn't have been able to make themselves.
Because it stamps you, right?
Right. Kind of,
stamp.
I don't know. The way I look at it, I feel like they was on their way anyway.
I mean, that's true.
You gotta think about it. They didn't reach out to Shady, M reached out to them.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it was probably more of a, whatever help you need, I could provide type situation. And being like a real fan of their work. I think that's how the connection came about.
Yeah.
But I don't know how they really benefited. I mean, even with that name, because like I said, they had their own name and knew that. You know what I mean? He sees it. He sees it all.
Right. So I mean, it's hard to say, what was in the negotiations, because today, if an artist reaches a certain level of acclaim, I guess, and you got a following, I don't even understand why you need to go and sign to a label. Yeah. Just create your own label. You already got a following. Social media is large. You know what I'm saying?
Distribute yourself now.
And you can distribute yourself. Yeah. Easy.
Yeah, that's where my confusion comes from. Like, if they're mad, what exactly are they mad at? Y'all do everything yourselves anyway.
But
you know what I mean? The only thing that I could see happening, which I don't believe happened, is you asking for something, whether it be a feature or some type of connection with somebody, and that not happening. But I don't even think that would be the case.
But it's kind of like when you remember when Dipset came over to Rockefeller, like they already had their own following and stuff, but just having that bigger label behind you, it opened up to a different audience, I think.
See,
so maybe
it's a
that's what they're
different
trying to get
paradigm now, right? It's a different paradigm. This is why the West Side Gun stuff, I agree with Tony Kroos, right? When you get the big label behind you many times, they can stifle you, right? If they don't see your vision, this is the way the independent thing works. Now, I don't know what money they use, maybe they use, that underground money, to push them in the independent circuit. But if you have a core following, right, and you're allowed to push as much music, be as experimental as you want, literally, as long as you have a core following, that's all you really need, right? The distribution of that stuff, I understand, but if you have a core following, they're gonna mess with you, especially now with the streaming and stuff. And I think that if they had Shady, I think Shady, who, like I said, they don't have their ears to the streets of Buffalo, right? They probably would have tried to make them go with certain producers, have a certain sound. It's going to be like, hey, what is this? That's how, what's this group? Slaughterhouse. Joe Budden talks about it. Like, Shady didn't really know how to market us. Now you got 4 spitters. If they went the independent route, and I think that they actually thought and sat down, put together how we want to go out to these kids who just want to hear rap, they would have been a lot more successful. But they try to go on the big name. The big name could get you a few players on BET and that stuff easily. But if they can't really connect with that core audience like an independent route can, you know what I mean? That's why West Side Gun is putting out another album now. And I think the album is coming out. I don't think it's a studio album. It's probably another mixtape, right? There's another Hitler Wears... No, it's not Hitler Wears Hermes, but it's probably another mixtape, right?
It's hard to know today what's an album and what's a mixtape. So
that's an excellent point, sir. What I'm saying? I'm just saying he could go back.
If you gotta pay for it, I think it's the album. That's the way I look at it.
Say that again. If what?
I said if I gotta pay for it, I feel like it's the album. Like that's the way I look at it.
But they know everybody has iTunes and Tidal, and
right?
Spotify.
So like even if it's a mixtape, it's gonna be on every distribution every platform. So. I don't know, but Gad, what are you saying, Guillermo?
No, I was just saying that as long as you have that captive audience and you have a way to get to them and that stuff, and that the way to get to them is a lot more easier. Because again, Sim, we broke it down. When you remember you did the episode when we were going over Def Jam, and probably 80% of the people were just like, "Who the hell is this?"
Right.
These are a bunch of people who maybe they don't have captive audiences. Maybe some of them did. and it's like they go off because, or they basically go nowhere because these record labels want to get as much cash with as little investment as possible. So they're not paying for A&Rs. They're not paying for people to really cultivate. When's the last time you heard of a street team in music? So I think the Griselda thing, I think they're better off with. I think it's a blessing in disguise, man. They learned. Look what happened with Slaughterhouse, like I just said, man. So Griselda, they just keep making music, pumping music. Their core audience is loving it.
You know, maybe it'll come out later. I just want to know if it's only a distribution deal. They obviously, because most of the time someone has an issue with a label when they can't get, you know, the record, they keep shelving the record. Nah, we don't like it. It keeps getting put on the shelf. Clearly, nothing is being shelved because they keep dropping. I mean, they dropped something this month. 2 months later, they got something else. 2 months later, they got something else. So clearly, nothing is being shelved.
You know, are they affiliated with Rock Nation? Or is that individual?
Management.
Like Benny signed with Rock Nation, right?
Yeah.
But they have different deals for Rock Nation. Like they got distribution, management, so there's different levels under Rock Nation. Only the main artists are actually signed to Rock Nation as far as the music and A&R.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like that's a better fit for them as far as the connections. You know, it just even style. You know, I really can't see what M could offer that, you know, a Jay-Z wouldn't do better.
I think one of the reasons maybe if they were looking for a distribution deal with somebody is, you know, that's kind of regional. When you talk about Shady, you know, with it being Detroit and Buffalo is probably closer than Buffalo and New York City. You know what I mean? So that's kind of regional. So maybe that's why if they were looking for that kind of deal, maybe that's why they chose to go with Shady. I don't know.
Or it was the cheaper option.
Or maybe it was the cheaper option. I don't know.
Yeah, good point.
Who knows? But, I guess we'll see. You know, I guess we'll see. Or maybe he'll talk about it a little bit on this album coming out Friday.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm a fan of his. I like him to Ghostface so much. You know, like he's more of a creative than a lyricist, and you know he's not for everybody. But if you, I could definitely sit down and zone out to his stuff.
Yeah. Nah. I definitely, I agree with you. And listen, see, John Webb got all kinds of stuff to say in the chat, but was quiet as a mouse when he called in. Now it's like the album is called Flygod is an awesome God. Bro, we already said that. We said that like 20 minutes ago. This is why I called. Why'd you call? You called to be quiet. What are you talking about? This is why I called to inform you. He ain't tell us nothing.
There's certain
people. Hey, Sam, when's your next Knicks show?
The next Knicks show? I was gonna do it tonight, but I don't know if I'm gonna do it tonight.
All right. Well, if you do, send me a link.
All right.
I'm gonna jump in.
Yo, this dude, man, Ja Webb, he said, this is why I called to inform you. So let me tell you about the Shady deal. This is what he said. Let me tell you about the Shady deal. I thought he had some info. Let me tell you about the Shady deal. He ain't tell us nothing about it. I don't know why they signed the Shady deal. See, let me tell you about the Shady deal. I don't know why they even signed the deal. Because da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Well, can you tell us a little bit about, you know, what you know? Is it just a distribution deal? I can't even lie to you. I don't even know all that. Talk about he calling us to inform us. Yo, hey, Ja Webb, come on, man. You gotta come harder than that. You gotta come harder than that. Anyway, let me see. What else is coming out? What else is coming out? I don't know. The Lox is coming out with an album.
What?
The Lox is coming out with an album. They're coming out with a new album. What's the name of it? I had the name of it. Let me see. I don't remember the name of it, but they're coming out with a new album. I don't know when it's coming out though. I just know they're coming out with a new album.
This guy, I'm sorry, John.
Keep doing your thing. Hit me up.
All right, Tony. Appreciate it, brother.
What?
Oh my gosh.
What'd you say, Guillermo?
He said, "Yo, y'all argue like Republican race. Like this dude is going. Like, are you okay?
What? What?
You say, man. Oh my gosh!
He's just bored.
Don't pick up another call because he's terrible at actually communicating through talking.
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about.
This is bullshit.
He might not. He's not gonna call again because he probably can't find the number.
Yeah, he can't. He's new to this.
He's new.
Cell phones haven't been out that long.
He remind me of Jada drunk.
Right, Jada drunk. That's the excuse. That's his excuse. He's Jada drunk. That's his excuse.
Oh my god.
That's his
Everybody's
excuse.
saying the MBK show, Sam. Everybody's getting on you, Sam.
They said what?
They said, "Yo, we need an MBK show." They're telling you stop being lazy, man.
What the hell happened with the Knicks that we got to do an MBK show? Nothing happened.
Y'all about to win y'all chip.
I mean,
whoa! All right, you don't have to send no blows.
Look. This is John Webb right now. That John Webb right now. Yeah, look at him. That's John Webb right now. Done as a mug. That's you, Job. We already know. That's why you can't find the number on the screen. Anyway, the Lock's new album, the Lock's new album that's, I don't know when it's gonna come out. It's called Living Off Experience. And of course, experience is just spelled with an X.
Kind of deep.
So yeah, we're gonna see what that's about right there. And we know they were shooting a video with DMX. No, he's calling back. He's calling back.
He's calling back?
I'm not answering the phone to that dude, man.
What's wrong with this dude, man?
I ain't answering it. I ain't answering the phone to this dude, man. I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know. What you think about the Lock's album? What should we expect from it?
I'm not sure. If it's not done by Swiss, Alchemist, the production I think is important, man. But these guys, I mean, they might think about these guys, man. As much as I respect them, I think some of their songs, some of the projects they put out, they just going through the motions. Even though I think Styles P has been the most consistent in terms of some of the songs that he's been putting out. He has like a video for, he still has that fire in his belly. Jadakiss, I'm sorry, Ignatius, no. But again, it depends. If they get a producer really can hype them up and get them to spit some stuff. See, you know what I want about these guys, Sim? I don't know if these guys really embrace, and this is a good thing about Griselda. This is why I like Griselda. They've made going extremely hard in the underground, and not say other people haven't done it, but as a group, they made going extremely hard in the underground popular again, like for a group. I feel like the Locks have not truly embraced that, where they might have to spend a little bit more money to mess with an Alchemist for like 5-6 songs, mess with a Knowledge, mess with a Derringer, and just get hard beats and get the underground kids, these new kids, to mess with them. I think sometimes they get stuck with us, the older people, and they try to do it by getting a song on 105.1 to play or Hot 96. It's like, those. That's not your lane, man. Your lane is with these young kids. Want to hear spitters like that. You know what I mean? So I wish they go that route. I hope they go that route. I want to hear who they're working with producer-wise. I don't think Alchemist, all these guys, going to give them some corny beats and just be like, just, you know what I mean? If Alchemist gives them a beat, it's going to be like, yo, you better, you know what I mean? So I'm hoping, man. I can only hope, man.
Yeah, I don't know. Styles P just dropped the album not too long ago. I didn't get a chance to listen to the entire album. I guess I breezed through it. I didn't like really dive into it. I just kind of breezed through it, so I can't even say what it's about. And you listen to it? Anybody listen to it?
I ain't listen to it.
Yeah, I can't even say what it's about. I don't know. I don't know what to expect from it. I guess we'll find out. You know I guess we'll find out what it's gonna be. They got X shooting the video. He looks old and slow in that joint.
Yeah, he
but
doing fat.
yo, I don't even want to diss my man X, but he's looking old and slow in this joint. Come on, man.
What is it called, Sam?
The name of the song is About Shit. That's the name of the song.
That's not X right there in the middle. Is
That's
it?
X, bro.
Wow.
That is
Wait,
X.
sorry.
That
Say
is
song one more
X.
time.
I've
You say
never
one
seen a
time?
fat crackhead.
Yo, that is X. I guess he's recovered. I guess well, not recovered, but you know, I guess he's
Oh yeah, because he was. There was a video of him like giving Bible study or something.
Yeah. That's X. I mean, you know, obviously he's old, but you know.
So is it Styles P song or?
Well, this is a lock song. This is a lock song that they're shooting the video to.
He look real old.
He definitely looks real old. But you know, that's what it'll do to you, man. That it'll do that to you. This is a locks video that they're shooting a video to.
Wow.
And the name of the song is About Shit. I haven't heard it.
When does the album drop?
There's no release
Check
date.
it out.
I don't see a release date. So
DMX got a belly. He's wearing a FUBU shirt,
bro. X got a belly, bro.
Oh,
That's what I was saying.
He's wearing a FUBU shirt. That means he don't give a F. He don't care no more. He don't
Yeah.
He's trying to bring it back.
He's trying to bring that back, man.
No, this dude got a belly for no. Even when X was, you know, on a drug. Well, I guess the drugs might do it. Well, put like this, you know, because when he was on the drugs heavy, he was skinny.
Yeah, I mean,
skinny.
Yeah.
So if he's getting healthy and he's gaining weight,
that's what I was gonna say. At least hopefully he's healthy.
I take that. But you dogs, when you watch Belly, I mean, you watch, you know, Stop Drop.
I'm looking at him now.
Yo,
bro, I'm looking at him now. I mean, and when you see him, you know, trying to dance in front of the camera, it just don't. They should have just had him. I don't know. He's not the same X.
Yeah, definitely not.
He's not, and that's cool. He's not the same X, but have him do something else. You know what I'm saying? He looks like an old dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He should have been in the
moving
whip
around
or
like you
something.
can tell, like he's moving around like the belly, man, is messing
Like a
him up.
pregnant lady.
Like, if he didn't have the belly, if he didn't have the belly, he still could. You could. The maneuvers be like, all right, he's a little older, but he's like grizzled. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
nah.
Yeah. Have him doing something else. You know, like he's trying to do the little dance.
He looks like a Puerto Rican dance. Like,
He looks like
because
the
you know
old
why?
dude in the club dancing.
Right.
He looks like a dude at the bodega, son. Like, yo, X used to be. You know what the thing about X was is that he always had that intimidation factor. That at any moment you always felt like, yo, this dude might be my friend, and then he might kill me. Like he might choke me out and punch me in my face and ask me if I'm okay. This X just put, yeah.
Nobody's worried about that now.
Yeah. Here, let me get to a call. We probably got an X fan. Listen, I'm an X fan, so people don't try to say I'm coming at X. I don't understand
them.
You know what I'm saying? I don't understand.
With my dog.
You know what I'm saying? Calling you live on the front stoop. What's popping, man?
Hey, what's up? This is Marco Polo Vision.
Hey, Marco Polo, what's up, bro? How you feeling?
I'm chilling. I'm watching you guys. You guys have me rolling. I think you guys have to consider that DMX is about 70 years old in drug years.
Yeah, man.
So give him some credit.
Nah, I feel you, man. He is.
Yeah.
I'm real. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I think they should have just had him like, you know.
In the whip.
He's healthy. If you look at it, he's healthy. So now he has a couple of pounds on him, so he can't do his get at me dog shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No.
So we gotta just put the things in proper perspective. But I love DMX, and you know, like you guys are talking about Griselda and the Locks, right? I think we also gotta consider that the new kids, they don't want to bump the same shit we bump. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So like Guillermo was saying that, you know, they want him on the same beats that Griselda is producing and stuff like that. I don't think the new kids want to hear the Locks. You know what I'm saying? I think they want to hear Locks type bars from new artists.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's the energy. You know what I'm saying? Just like you said, you know, Styles P came out with an album. if that was 10 years ago, you would have been heard it.
Yeah.
Why you ain't hear it? Because it's really not that deep. And though he's still fire, it's still not, it doesn't give you the same feel. You know what I'm saying? Like hip hop is about evolution, about keeping it fresh. And even though Griselda's doing the same thing they're doing as the Locks, they're doing it from their perspective. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the kids is like, oh, these are new artists. I want to hear that. I don't want to hear that from, because honestly, the Locks shouldn't be making that type of music right now. They're all in their 40s. You know what I'm saying? DMX shouldn't even, you know, they should be evolving into, I want to hear DMX rap about God. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. And I agree. That's where these older artists gotta understand, man. Like if they're trying to attract the younger crowd, it's just not gonna happen. The length, everything is different. Everything is different. The drugs that's being used is different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
the
like
way
DMX
people
still
dress,
got like fucking dog chains on. Like that shit ain't popping right now. He looks crazy.
These kids are rocking Vans.
Right.
When I was young, I would never have touched a pair of Vans.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to go to school in them joints.
You know what I'm saying? I would have never rocked a pair of Vans.
The tight jeans, none of that.
You know, so I mean, everything is different. So if you think you're gonna, talk about Tim's and the block and this and that, it's not, the young kids not gonna hear that because they don't. It's not. It's different. So yeah, these older artists gotta rap to. They gotta speak to their fan base.
Because you also understand that hip hop comes from, all right, so when we were younger, our parents and the older folks ahead of us was like, don't listen to that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So these kids, now we're the older people. You know, I'm about to be 40. You know what I'm saying? And when I listen to my nephew and his type of music that he likes, I'm like, why are you listening to that bullshit? But it's the same bullshit we was listening to, but now we're grown and we matured in a way that we understand about misogyny, and we understand about ultra violence, and just things that, though they entertained us when we was young, now that we got kids and now that we're old, we kind of just mature about it. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really be, I think, 45 years. Like, how old is DMX? DMX about to be probably 50, right?
Probably 50. Yeah,
like close to 50.
He got to be saying.
So why is he talking that dumb shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, he needs to talk some elevated shit. He's always a man of God. You know what I'm saying? He's a man of God. So just show that. Or stop rapping and use the little bit of celebrity you got left to guide the kids in the right way, because he's never going to make another hit record again. And that's nothing against him. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. When I go into Uber, they're always playing party, right? Like, there's a party up in here, up in here. It's not going to change. That's your last hit, bro.
Yeah.
That's your last hit. You know what I'm saying? If I go see you perform live, I want to see you do Get At Me, Dog. I want to see you do fucking Don't Be Greedy. I want you to do your fucking classics. Nobody's looking for a new DMX banger. Nothing against him, because we like to hear him rap. Every time he comes out, I hear him rap. I pay attention to it, but it's not the same. Like, even Jay-Z. Look at Jay-Z, 444. Like, that shit was somewhat successful, but it's not fucking with a J. Cole or a Kendrick Lamar of today, right? And what they're doing.
At least not for the young kids, it ain't.
But it's not even fire according to how fire he was before, is what I'm saying. Because I respect this grown man shit, and now he's elevating to talk shit, but it's also not as hard-hitting or as, passionate as how he made me feel when, he was doing Reasonable Doubt, when he's coming up in the game and he's just showing that, because half of the shit in hip-hop is not giving a fucking entertaining people. You know what I'm saying?
And I guess that's the natural evolution, though, right? Because, when you talk about, like, a Reasonable Doubt, you're just not as hungry. He ain't as hungry. He's not as hungry as he was then, so it's gonna sound a little bit different.
So I ask you this question just to get off real quick. At what point should a real dope rapper retire?
At what point should a real dope rapper retire? I mean, should they ever retire? If they don't want to.
All right. One more question. Do you think Rakim should put out a new album?
If he has a fire,
I want to hear. I'd like to hear something new from Rakim. I mean, it's got to be dope.
If it's not forced, it's art.
You want to listen to a Big Daddy Kane album right now?
I mean, I like to hear a new Big Daddy Kane song. I mean, but that's me. That's an artist that I like. I'm not saying that they should try to make something for a younger generation. I'm saying make music that's going to appeal to
your base.
Your base.
Hip hop is the only game, right? If you really look at it, it's the only game that nobody wants to stop, and there's no rules. Like, nigga, you've been doing it for 40
to.
years. That's cool. You gotta elevate, and you gotta do something different to use your. Because hip hop is just about telling your opinion, right? Telling your world views. But after a while, it's just like either you regurgitating it, because a lot of people, they just usually be like, oh, this was my hit record, so I'm going to do a song like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of people, I'm not going to name nobody, but there's a lot of people that came out with 1 or 2 hits and then just try to remake that same hit over and over. You know what I'm saying? And there's other people that evolved. Do you want to hear LL Cool J right now?
I mean, if he came out with something dope. I mean, I don't know what he's gonna come out with. Now LL is one person that probably would try to regurgitate the same formula. You know what I'm saying? And
the niggas be tired of that shit. Niggas want new artists. That's how hip hop keeps. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't no Nas and Rakim was the epitome or the zenith of hip hop lyricism, then hip hop wouldn't be where it's at. If then after Nas got kind of regurgitating the same shit, and J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar didn't come out, then we wouldn't have no hip hop. But there's also needs to be a space for new artists to take these reins, because we're still, like, when we be having these discussions of who's the top 10 rapper, right? We're still discussing niggas from the 80s and the 90s, when in reality, this shit evolved so many times. We should probably do different top 10 lists for the eras. You know what I'm saying?
That evolution, though, those new cats that you talking about, they don't last as long as the people did when we were growing up. Like, Jay can stay relevant because Jay has been able to do that. But some of those newer artists, they not standing around for 10 years. But we also,
a lot of old artists came and went too, though.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And they not top 10.
All right, so let me tell you this.
Let me ask you this.
Jay-Z, the Rakim, the Nas, Chloe.
Let me ask you this. If those artists, because, I listen to J. Cole and Kendrick, but these other dudes, I'm not listening to. You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot of dope artists.
There's some dope artists out there, but you like your main ones, I'm not listening to.
But if
these dudes go away and don't make any more new music, then people that's our age, I mean, what are we looking forward to? Right. Travis Scott to drop an album? I ain't going to listen to that.
And I was going to say,
you don't
just
like
because.
Travis Scott?
Huh?
You don't like Travis Scott?
Not really. I might hear something on the radio that's cool,
right,
whatever. But I'm not going to run like,
we also got to know that.
Travis Scott
we also got to know that the shit is not really for us, so they're allowed to do it. But it's few and in between artists that should get those kind of looks or be able to do it without embarrassing themselves. Because a lot of these niggas is embarrassing themselves when they come back. They drop something regular. And you might be like, yo, I appreciate it because I grew up listening to these niggas. But if there was a new artist, you would say this shit is trash. And that's where I think people should stop. When you stop living off the fact that you DMX, that you LL Cool J, and if your present shit ain't fire, I don't care if mama said knock you out.
I agree.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. If I'm an artist, man, I'm gonna make music till I don't feel like. Yeah, because I don't want to make music. I mean,
if you don't want to listen to it, you gotta listen to it.
A lot of these guys don't have
I just think it stagnates the game in a way. Not everybody, because I still think that Jay-Z, out of everybody, he's dope. You know what I'm saying? But it's not a lot of like niggas is waiting for Dr. Dre Detox. Who the fuck really wants to hear that when it comes out?
Nah, I think that window's
really,
passed.
when you hear that shit, you're gonna be disappointed, bro. You're gonna be like, yo, we waited all these years for this bullshit.
I mean, but I think there's more than enough room in the game because there's so many different, different
genres
of music now.
One of the best fucking rappers that ever was. Took too long to put out his first album, and Jay-Z stole his thunder, and that shit is regular. And Jay-Z came off better than him in his own album, and now he's not even who. You like that Jay Electronica album?
Yes,
I do.
Is what you expected from him 10 years after waiting?
I mean, I like the album. I mean, listen, a lot of it is about content to me. So, you know, the content just hits home
was
for me.
dope, but Jay-Z outshined him. He was boring. He was boring compared to Jay-Z.
Yeah,
And he's fire. He's one of the best rappers. But you also heard Jay-Z come first. Jay-Z opened up his album and never gave up the lead to the album. He's like, I got more points than you on your own album.
That's Jay-Z.
I mean...
But Jay Electronica supposed to move the game forward. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is that overall,
but check it out though. But
everybody has their time. Is my point.
Okay, now I feel you. I feel you on that. But I think there's enough room in the game for you to have younger kids that listen to the younger artists. You know what I'm saying? I don't be trying to like ish on the younger artists. You know what I'm saying? Some stuff I just don't like, but I understand. Like the young kids, they got this sound that they're gonna listen to, and now you got all kinds of hip hop. You know, I get all these music submissions, cloud hop, M hop, emo hop. I'm like, what the hell is all of this?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
the evolution is that, because if you think about it, at the same time, right? What we were listening to was mad detrimental to society, and now you're blaming dumb kids for being pill rappers or being lean rappers, but they grew up on drug deal rap. So we sold them the drugs. So now they're rapping about the drugs. So the natural evolution in life is that if you make it normal, if you make it normal to sell drugs or think that drug culture is normal, then kids are gonna grow up and either they're gonna use it or they're gonna sell it. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
so that's also
I get that.
fault.
I mean, I get that. I'm just saying in the game, I think there's enough room for everybody though. I think it's enough room for, you know, the older artists still to. And the thing, you know, I understand what you're saying about Jay Electronica is supposed to move it forward, but he's like 40.
But that's the point.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, picture this, right? If you have like Rakim or Big Daddy Kane, why they never really came out with artists that's like them, under them, to push doesn't that make more sense? Like, yo, Rakim is pushing somebody Rakim like, or Big Daddy Kane is pushing somebody Big Daddy Kane like, to move the culture forward so their style or their subgenre of hip-hop doesn't die out, because now you just let other people roam free and they just make up their own shit. Because if you think about it now, hip-hop is realer than it ever been, because now it's not dictated by gatekeepers. It's just like, yo, I'm in my house, I record, and then I put it out, and if the people fuck with it, then this is the new wave of hip-hop. But before, it used to be like, yo, if Russell Simmons, if Diddy, if fucking Dr. Dre, if these niggas don't like me, then I can't come out. So this is really a more realer part of hip hop, because the people that are the artists are being chosen, and not as much even now, because now they control YouTube and the clicks and who they see as well. So now they controlling that too, but not as much as, you know, like look at fucking Tekashi 6ix9ine. Like he could, and I'm not, you know, like co-signing his fuckery, but nobody could control him. If the people want to listen to him, then the people are going to listen to him. So isn't that a realer state of hip-hop, as opposed to having somebody tell you what you can or can't listen to, or who they think is dope? Because in reality, a lot of people that we were fed as dope, they came and went. And some people stayed because they were really dope, but most of them, they were just, you know, artists that were put in your face, to, you know, like industry plants from day one, which is basically, you know, I know this man, I got the connects, I know the people, so I got on. But then there's millions of people that is doper than these niggas, but you never heard of them. So now I go to the crib, I record on my laptop, I put the shit out on YouTube, I put it on Facebook, I put it on Instagram, and if the people fuck with it, they fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a little realer.
I hear you. I mean, listen, you know, as far as having gatekeepers, man, there's been an argument. That's been something we've talked about for whoever, you know, knows how long. And now you're right, you know, hip hop is all over the place. You know, a million different lanes, a million different genres out there of hip hop or whatever. And half of it ain't hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I get these music submissions, and half of it is rock. And they throw a little rap in there, you know what I'm saying, or alternative, and they throw a little rap in there and want to say it's hip hop.
Shit rap.
Yeah. Hey, Marco Polo, I appreciate the call, man.
Yo, can I say one last thing? Yo, Guillermo, you look like AC Green with that haircut.
He was Big Sean the other night. Now it's AC Green.
He like Charles Smith.
You like Charles Smith.
I'm off this. Good looking, y'all. Peace.
Yo, I appreciate you, man.
Peace, guys.
All right, peace. I'm about to get on. Yeah, man. Let me see. Last thing I want to talk about. We were talking about Lil Wayne the other night. Lil Wayne and Savvy's here. Savvy's here. Lil Wayne. We were talking about whether or not Lil Wayne, you know, can battle Jay-Z in verses. You know, and of course me, I'm like, no, I don't think that's a match in level. You know what I mean? I just don't think it's a match. But, you know, we asked the question, what's Lil Wayne doing? Well, I guess him and Mannie Fresh, they're doing a joint album together. It's supposed to drop in 2021. Yeah, it was on Lil Wayne. Mannie Fresh was on Lil Wayne's Young Money Radio or whatever. And this is what he was saying.
Last but not least, man, everybody always know the chemistry started with me and you, and they always want to know when we gonna have the actual Wayne Fresh project. Just
oh yeah, bro. I just talked to Mac and I told him, like, soon as you free up, I'm coming out there. I'm packing up computers and all of that. I mean, and even if that don't work, come out here, man. We gonna build you a ramp. We got the whole backyard back there. Build you a ramp. we got you.
You already know about the skating. I definitely need.
We got you, bro.
That's what's up. Shout out Rick. Shout out Ashley, man.
But I mean, I think what you just said, that's something the whole world been asking for forever.
Of course.
And
I get asked a lot.
Yeah. And even this, like, I got cats that say, like, I know you got songs on Wayne, bro. How come you don't put them out? And even like that, let me explain it to y'all. Like, loyalty is everything with me. If Wayne don't agree, y'all will never hear those songs. And I'm not saying he not going to agree, but I'm not the type of dude who will do a song and put it out if I didn't get your blessing. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly. And y'all already know. And the fresh guy God me is already blessed. So it's already so I get that every day, like, damn, bro, when you gonna start dropping the Lil Wayne songs? So now that y'all see that we both doing this, like, this gonna be better than me dropping them songs. Like, before it's over with, 2021, after this whole coronavirus bullshit get over with, all of that, like, we will drop the album, and it's just gonna be solely me and him. That's what it is, too. I can't wait to hear that motherfucker, nigga. Shit.
I got you, dude. I got probably no shit like 7 of the songs already.
I guess
7 of them.
7, man. That ain't nothing.
Yeah.
That's
like, I've been like thinking on this shit. Like, when you just like, okay, put that on that side. I know who that's for.
Gotcha.
Put that right there.
You been like, he been like that. He been like that. Nah, cause I remember you would walk in the session and you hear something playing. You come, you know me. I'm automatically start thinking of some words to it. And I'm like, who that's for? And like, oh no, that's for such and such. You cut that shit off and I'm, damn, I wouldn't hear that shit no more.
Yeah.
So he got it for you. Like he said, you need it, he got it. Ladies and gentlemen, Manuela, man, I love you, bro. For real.
Bro, I love you too.
Fresh don't like no mayonnaise, man.
Look, bro, just to keep you at home, bro, let me show you, dog. Let me bring you around the spot.
All right, so there it is, 2021. I guess Lil Wayne, Mannie Fresh, gonna have a joint album together. Sounds like a lot of it's already recorded. You know what I'm saying? When Wayne said he can't wait to hear it. So it sounds like a lot of it's already recorded.
It sounds like he's trying to rekindle and find something to work, because his last few projects have been absolute dog-ish. It's the classic. Let me go back to my old producer to see. After you left Mannie Fresh basically kind of hanging, or him and Cash Money, or whatever the story was. But, he's just trying to rekindle and find, that magic, that spark again. He's probably grasping at straws, because Lil Wayne, if, you wouldn't get this if you listened to Freezy a few days ago, or whenever the thing was on Monday or whatever. But Lil Wayne is washed up. Like, let's be honest. This dude is garbaggio at this point.
I mean, he tried going out experimenting with a bunch of different stuff, right? Doing rock, this, that, and the other thing.
Maybe stop being high, Sim. If somebody is so talented, why is it that most of your songs are you, like, you're dribbling over lean and whatever Percocet crap? It's like, dogs.
Because the kids love it.
What kids love it? Wait, hold on.
Man, they like
Future
that.
Talking about Molly Percocet is one thing. That's Future. But at least Future talks coherently for at least 40% of what he's saying. Lil Wayne literally is drooling like,
right, but so when I ask youngins about it, they say it's because when they're high, it's like crazy to hear it, I guess. Almost like acid rap. Or acid rock, how that used to be.
But do they like Lil Wayne though? These new kids, I don't think so.
I don't know.
Future, yes.
Lil Wayne is kind of like the bridge between us, our rap, and today's rap. You know what I'm saying? Because if you go back and you listen to some of Lil Wayne, like he would have little verses where he would mumble a little bit, right?
Right.
All of a sudden, it evolved into a whole genre of mumble rap. But he kind of had just little verses here and there, or just a few things that he would say that he would mumble it. You know what I'm saying? Then he's kind of like a bridge between, you know, what we were listening to today's music. I think he is. You know what I'm saying? I think he's a bridge between that. So I don't know. Some of them kids might. It depends. It's gonna depend on what it is. It depends on what it is, because to them, right? So if you're looking at kids they're 25, 26 now, right? And they were listening to Wayne when they were 12 and 13.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They're like, yo, Lil Wayne's coming out with an album. They might want to hear that. Yeah.
I don't know about kids, bro. I think it's more so our age and slightly younger, but these young teens, like they're on that UK drill. They're not really. I don't think they're on the Lil Wayne thing as much. Maybe a few ages above that or older than that, they were still in Lil Wayne. But I don't think Lil Wayne has.
I kind of look at it like, so. You know, I really, when I was about 13, that's when I really got hip to Rakim, right? I guess somewhere around there, something like that. That's when I was really hip to Rakim. So later on, when I'm like 22, 23, 24 years old, you know what I'm saying, and Rakim dropped the album, I'm like, yo, let me go see what Rakim is talking about. You know what I mean? Yeah, because it's kind of part of my childhood. I don't know. They may not be checking for it. They might be, but he's gonna have his own fan base. I mean, you seen how heated the debate got the other day.
Right.
Yeah, but what the Lil Wayne, what's the name?
You know what I'm saying? Caller, you live. What's poppin'?
What's good, Simmons Savvy? How you doing out here?
I'm good, bro. So here you go. So now you got Savvy. Savvy's calling in to defend Wayne.
How you know that?
Because you called in the other day to defend Wayne. You was mad too. I never heard Savvy get mad. He was mad.
Because lies been told, bro. Lies been told. I feel like one thing that is being ignored about Lil Wayne is the versatility, right? The lanes that this guy could occupy at any given moment when he chooses to occupy that lane is limitless. For example, just a few years ago on Quality Street Music by DJ Drama, he had a verse on intro, and it sounded like the classic Lil Wayne that we all know and love, that can bring the bars and just kill for an entire verse, right? And it got the streets talking again, and then his album came out, and it wasn't really that same energy. I feel like if he had different tastes guiding him, then he would make better decisions musically, right? But in the context of his career, you go back and you can find something for every occasion. You can find something to drive home to at night. You can find something to drive out to the beach to. You can find something to jam in the club. You can find something to jam after you broke up with your girl. You can find something to put on when you want to hear straight up bars and annihilation, right? There's a whole backlog of mixtapes that he put out to fight against leagues, but also just to put out to feed the streets, to keep his name hot, right? This guy had a legendary work ethic that inspired an entire ilk of rappers, right? That probably could do with a different approach, because they don't need to be in the studio 24/7, not writing down their bars the same way some rappers do, right? And that's one of the trends that I feel like has come out of control from his legacy, that the face tattoos and some of the mumbling, right? But then you see positive manifestations of his legacy like Kendrick Lamar, right? So when we talk about Lil Wayne, we gotta put some more respect on this guy's name, man. if he's back with Mannie
Can I
Fresh,
talk about the
right?
versatility real quick?
And he starts really rapping again, he puts down the auto tune, right? We could get a really great classic album. And we had a caller earlier saying that this is the only genre where guys want to just keep on rapping and never retire, and that's entirely false. Actually, on the contrary, it's the only genre where we push our legends out.
Yeah, I agree
before
with you.
they even announce that they're ready to leave. Right? We're over here pushing them out, saying, "Oh, you're old, get out of here." No. If that person still has an audience and something to offer, right? Then let them do their thing. There's no reason why guys like Nas and Lil Wayne and all of the Asian rappers can't give us gems well into these years that we're all in, because quite frankly, we find ourselves in times where we need a wealth of perspectives from people who have been around before us to tell us, yo, like let me put you on game. This is the mistakes that we made, right? So that's why an album like Life is Good is spectacular. That's why an album like 444 is spectacular, right? Jadakiss, Ignatius, you could feel the way you want to feel about that, but artists aging and exploring different lanes is a part of the process, right? There's not that much of a blueprint for that. So we got to allow these guys to stumble around a little bit, lose their passion, come back, reconcile their relationships. A lot of guys lost their best music partners to bad business relationships. So let some time go by, let them rekindle these relationships, right? Get back good, refine that essence, get their fire back under them, and give us back that quality-ish. Because I guarantee you no one's going to complain if he comes out and he gives us something hot.
True.
Yeah.
True. I agree with you.
Real quick?
Yeah. Go ahead, Gilmo. Savvy, you still live? Yeah, he can hear you.
Hear me? So
yeah. I can hear you. Yeah.
You can hear me? So the versatility thing, that's not a good point, because if you look at Jay-Z's career, you said that Lil Wayne has made songs all over, right? So
I'm not comparing him to Jay-Z.
So Jay-Z has made more songs, and he's also he's made songs that have been just as versatile. He made Annie, where he literally took the Hard Knock Life Annie. He took what would you call that?
Broadway.
Broadway musical.
Broadway musical.
Yeah.
He turned that and made that hot. You talk about songs for being depressed after you lost a girl or whatever. Song Cry. That was a hot song.
He put
that's my favorite Jay-Z song.
Hey, that joint.
That's my favorite Jay song.
You talk about songs where he's talking about.
It's a great song. It's verses and a hook.
Oh, let me finish my point. But you talking about songs where he's talking about his mom. What was that song? I'll do anything, anything.
Oh, yeah.
The one with outside on the project. I just forgot the name. You talk about songs where he's talking about the streets. I mean, you could talk about Streets is Watch. You could talk about Mafioso, Reasonable Doubt stuff. You could talk about romance stuff. He's talking about change clothes, whatever. Like that type of music. You could talk about him being introspective about his career, Black Album. You could talk about him putting people together, the Rock La Familia album. You could talk about his collabs. You could talk about him being hot on collabs, The Best of Me, Maya, which basically ran, I don't know how many.
I like Jay-Z too, bro.
107, 105, it ran that summer.
Like, I don't even know what point he's making right now. All I did was call in to talk about the dialogue around Wayne. I'm not talking about
but you said one of your points. But listen. I'm gonna school you. You have to listen. You said that Lil Wayne, the versatility is what we don't take into account when we're comparing it to. And I'm telling you, Jay-Z's just as versatile, if not versatile. Because the thing about it is that you're talking about versatility. Jay-Z has had versatility and longevity. Yeah, but we're talking about in relation to Lil Wayne and why you cannot compare the two. Jay-Z has.
That's what you're talking about.
Yeah, but you called it a talk. No one's disrespecting Lil Wayne. No one is. I'm saying you cannot compare Lil Wayne to Jay-Z. Lil Wayne is a good artist in his own mind, or in his own respect, whatever. But to compare him to Jay-Z, you're talking about pinnacle rappers. Lil Wayne is not a pinnacle rapper like Jay-Z. If you had to go up to Gilly the Kid to learn your style to sound like a New Yorker, Jay-Z's been sounding like a New Yorker. Now, he's been changing styles here and there, but he's always been a New Yorker. You cannot say and tell me the imitation is better than a real thing. And Jay-Z's been running summers from the 90s. Lil Wayne ran a little sliver of the 2000s. And what did he say? I'm not the best rapper alive until the best rapper ever.
You are lying.
How am I lying? He ran it when
that's a lie.
Big Pun, Big L, Biggie, Tupac died. Who were the top rappers? DMX and Jay-Z. DMX fell off. I wouldn't say fell off, but in terms of, he is the best rapper in the game. After, you could say probably after 99, 2000, you could argue it was Jay-Z's lane. And Jay-Z came out with Blueprint. Like, Jay-Z was still coming out with Dude, I'm looking at Jay-Z's discography, and I'm like, how the hell can someone compare Lil Wayne's The Carters to Jay-Z's albums, bro?
I don't know what put you on defense for Hov just now, because I didn't say nothing about Hov, right? But I love Hov and all of his music, right? One thing I want to say about the versatility point is that Hov does not have any song in the lane of like Be Pleaser. He does not have any song in the lane of I'm Single. And a lot of the freestyles, like, of course they're great, they're dope, but first of all, the guy is prolific. And the lie that I'm saying was not in reference to him saying that he's the greatest rapper alive, he's the greatest rapper who retired. It's in reference to you saying that he only ran a small sliver of the 2000s, right?
He did.
Because as we know, there's multiple games to play in this industry. And if you are keeping the streets on fire, right, to an entire region, right, with your mixtapes, sure, okay, like the commercial game could be in favor of Hov, but what does that have to do with a 20-song hypothetical beat battle that wasn't even the topic of this call, right? Right? Where I could go from a litany of lanes, and as soon as I hit this vibe, people are going to look to you to see what you're going to do to outdo this vibe, right? And you can't do it because you can't match it.
We could literally go. So who do you think is better? Just because you're pontificating about something. Who do you think is the better rapper, Jay-Z or Lil Wayne?
Jay-Z.
Okay, that's it.
All right. Anyway.
Check me out, bro. Check me out.
Jay-Z's a better rapper. Okay, thank you.
But anyway, so Savvy, because we're going to go on with
the point. I want to just make one final statement to bring it back to the actual topic that I was referring to. When we talk about aging rappers, when we talk about Lil Wayne, we need to acknowledge the fact that this man is due a lot more respect on his name than we are giving him on this channel. That's all I called in to say.
Okay, I mean, we'll see. We're gonna see in 2021 when this album comes out.
I don't think that album's coming out.
We're gonna see what's happening. You know what I'm saying? But look, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you guys, man, for sticking with us. You know what I mean? Ja Webb, I appreciate you for sticking in. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad we could, help you get that number right. Next time you call in, you should have it locked into your phone. Make it easy for yourself. You know what I'm saying? But do me a favor, folks. Hit that like button for me if you're new to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. All right, hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when we're live. Make sure you check us out on Friday. We'll be listening to just all underground music on Friday, 9 p.m. All right, we're going to give a review of each song. So make sure that you check it out. Share us out. Use the hashtag Front Stoop Live. And I'm out of here. Guillermo, you want to end with anything?
No, man. Salute to Ja Webb. He's still talking trash. But I guess, I don't even know what to say. He's just an interesting guy. But salute to you, man. Good episode. I'll see you next time, man.
Appreciate you, man. And Gregory Castillo, he keeps saying that we ourselves should just grab 20 Lil Wayne songs, 20 Jay-Z songs, and do our own little battle on here.
Hey, I'm here for it.
You know what I'm saying? So, we might have to set that up. You know what I mean? We might have to set it up. Divine Wisdom, appreciate you, man. You said it was great. Yo, we try, hopefully you keep tuning in, Divine. Ja Webb, keep calling in. You say you're going to call again. Not now, because I'm leaving, bro. So you ain't calling right now. You call in next week, or you can call in Friday. Dude, I'm about to get up out of here. You know what I mean? But hey, I'm out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate you guys. Make sure you check us out on Friday. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. And I'm out. Peace.